throwing impulses where they can. Time.
4 minutes left on that timer in Bala. These guys have been uncontested. It's just now that the Little Whip Warriors want to try and make the push. But look at Gotaga. He's literally just slicing through all these ice cream cones. I was going to try and say hot knife through butter, but this is ice cream. It doesn't quite work that way.
It's crazy how nobody except the Little Whip Warriors are trying to contest the Ravens' revenge right now. They are sitting on the point by themselves with 4. But again, the Funky Fighters in the center with 4 players. They are not even making any noise. They're not showing that there's anybody there. They are rising so fast. Finally, Fortturtle comes in. He spots them out, but that's not going to be enough. They shut him down immediately. They're still on the point.
They need to just box this up. They need to bunker down. Look at this. They just overtook the first spot. Someone needs to do something about this.
Guys,
they're taking up
this
again.
could be the
You have to go in the
This
center.
could be the
They
end. Get it.
Oh, my God.
Funky Fighters again take the win here on Sky Station Showdown, the first match of the Golden Games. And that is a huge victory leading into the rest of these.
Just unbelievable. For so long, Gotaga and Ravens Revenge sat on the green point completely uncontested. And then for a moment, everyone forgets about the center point, and that's enough for all 4 members of the Funky Fighters to sit on the point and just rise above everyone else. And by the time everyone could kind of figure out what was going on, it was too late. They stole away the first golden game.
Ridiculous that nobody was able to spot that out. It seemed like Fortturtle was going to say, okay, guys, they're all on the point. Everybody start doing everything you can to stop them, because he saw all 4 members. They went from less than 1,000 once the D point was out to all the way up to win. And it was 400 points between them and the Ravens Revenge at the end there. Right. But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens Revenge, who's in third. We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested. But that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Pookie. She's standing by with the winners. Pookie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day, but how did you find that remix game? Because those rules were a little bit different than what you were used to. So what was your strategy going into that one, Huzi?
I mean, everything was so unexpected. We were last and we came first because we got the middle. The point system, because every player gets points, so we win. It was so exciting.
So exciting indeed. Now, Ravens Revenge was in first place for most of that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which you absolutely did. But I kind of just want to talk a little bit about how there are 3 teams tied right now for first place, and the winners of this set will be taking home that additional $1 million of prizing. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and as long as it works, we're just gonna keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow. Go to yellow circle and win.
Just win. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. You know, we talk about it all day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just got to win. Back to you guys at the desk.
Pookie with the most insightful knowledge you'll ever need in your entire life. It doesn't matter if you can just win.
Just win.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
You're winning.
I'm trying.
We're
doing
all
the
winning
best
here at the World Cup.
We all are, in fact. But so are these players that have taken the stage. Now, don't forget, those llamas are going to be playing a big factor in how the final $1 million prize pool is divvied out. And Pookie touched on it perfectly, actually. right now there's a three-way tie.
Yep.
All right, and that's something we need to take a look at with those standings, just to give you the refresher. So Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, and the Chicken Champions all have that silver llama. Now, don't forget, every single match they play, they're also walking away with a prize pool that they're splitting 4 ways. That part's awesome. But man, that extra $1 million prize pool at the huge. The Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, or Chicken Champions need to win that golden llama for one of them to win, or if you're on the outside looking in, you just want that gold llama. Because if you win that llama, that means you and your team actually win that pot.
Yep. You win the $1 million final prize for the Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizings, as they shake up into the next sets, are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead,
yep.
But it's not enough. We've seen it time and time again in these first matches of the set. That people who win the first game don't end up coming through all the way at the end. So they have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games with the remix.
All the golden games. Not the golden boys, just the golden games. I love you, buddy. Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching and maybe this is the first time you're tuning in, don't forget you can watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in-game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different feeds to take a look at, and you can say, like, you know what? I'm all about the Fish Fam. I'm just going to watch their perspective. You can do that. Head on over to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch Gotaga in feed 4. So just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First one, Sky Station Showdown, is in the books, and the Funky Fighters were, in fact, the winner. Now we move on to the second game, and that is the Prop Hunt, a.k.a. Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the, little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches, Zeke. It's the second game of our Golden Games here, guys. It's time.
2, 1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher, we can only be 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You've got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You've got a Christmas tree with a gold llama on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome? Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. If you hide something that's behind something that's blue, you can make the hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be... Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is... guy's got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be... They're going to stick out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. And a little... Ooh, Kaz. Awesome. You see his reaction.
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
Like, wait, Scissors was there. He is finding everybody right now. Good vision. And it is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Little Whip Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Trying to find people. There was definitely someone back there there's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time that those blinds come up, you want to instant reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next, I guess, shade comes back up, right?
And the Ravens' Revenge being the other guards, by the way. Nice shot there from Taldak. Yeah, you mentioned when the blinds, I've been calling it the black, when the black comes up, take the time to reload and make sure you're taking the time like Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly what changed, you've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below because he hit one of those springboards. Ayuzi moving forward, Zand as well. They're all going with the targets. Ayuzi gets in just barely because Taldak missed his shot.
Man, this is really good for the Funky Fighters. They've taken themselves a nice early lead. It's only 20 points, nothing substantial yet, but if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in, they're at 30 points ahead of the pack, and the only 3 teams behind them, Fish Fam, Cuddle Crew, and the Chicken Champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Raven's Revenge, they have already been guarded. So going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points. This is going to be huge going forward. The round is going to reset. We'll get 2 new guards on deck. You've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters. So now they can try to lock out other players from scoring. And it depends on how well they do, right? Because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props outnumber you pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game where the Ravens Revenge were actually in second to the Funky Fighters. So like you said, being able to take your time and make sure that you know exactly what you need to do kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage. But the Funky Fighters really did come out to a huge lead in the first, scoring 5 points, or 5 total. See if they can hold it down right now and keep the lead as it is. The Chicken Champions at 20 are not going to be able to close the gap. But we'll see if the Fish Fam, the Cuddle Crew, and everybody else can approach the Funky Fighters right now. They're trying to stop that from happening.
Well, Scissors did just drop in with that 10-point prop, who's closing that gap. If they can get another 10-point prop in, they're going to be tied with the Funky Fighters. But they actually have to make it there to the center to make it into the incinerator. That is going to be make or break. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. And, you know, my first instinct for this would be, you know what, I just got to go. I just got to try and run out as much as I can. That's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you want to just be taking baby steps, right? Just making sure you can secure those points is crucial.
All the players right now, you can see them down below trying to get the shots as possible. They're racking up the eliminations right now. I don't think Fish Fam may have gotten one through. Taldak gets one through. That's going to even the gap a little bit. Here's the Funky Fighters again, just blind shooting through the black. And remember, 1:30 to go on this guard. Fish Fam has tied it up with that score right there.
And so has Cuddle Crew. They got 2 props in, so they're 1 prop behind right now. Oh, Action, you gotta be careful, buddy.
One prop behind, there's a little whip coming through as well. So all of a sudden, these teams are letting a lot of props through, or maybe it's the props who have figured out their timings, figured out their tendencies, figured out when they stop shooting. 1 minute to go here. Here's Ninja, he's got a car. This is one of the most difficult obstacles or props to get in.
Don't stack on top of each other. Oh, so dangerous, because when you see things like that tight together, you're like, yeah, no. Oh no, the bumper. Gotta land.
He was moving. Unfortunate there. You've got to press that control key at the last second to be able to make sure you get through. Scissors makes it through.
Dude,
that's a lot of points racking up. They're at 80 now, 30 points ahead of the Funky Fighters, which is unfortunate for their guard watch. 30 seconds to go.
They've taken the lead here, 20 points now. 30 points ahead. Make that 40. The numbers are changing like crazy. But right now, Scissors and the Fish Fam, they've got the lead. And this is huge right now. Don't forget the Funky Fighters are in the center, so they can't rack up points. We've got 10 seconds left. Whoever's out in the field, they need to make it into the incinerator right now.
Are they going to have any more points accrue? It doesn't look like anybody's close. That's going to be the round. As the Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions end up closing out that guard watch. We'll see where the standings end. I did notice something, though, Zeke, is that the Ravens Revenge were at 0 for that run. They didn't get a single prop through, which is a far cry from their performance on Sky Station Showdown. They were second.
They need to band together right now. They need to rally, and they need to make this happen. Round 3 begins. You've got the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers in the middle. So now the Fish Fam, you know, we saw this before. They got this lead, but now they have to try and lock everyone else out from getting points. And as we've clearly seen, it is actually way more difficult than it sounds.
And judging by the first run of the Funky Fighters, they got 50 early on. We'll see if they can get and double their score, essentially, to tie up with the Fish Fam. But Sunshine Soldiers also being a guard, and the first two right now ending up on guard watch.
2.5 minutes left on this timer. You see people hitting these hidden little bumpers. So a little surprise in case you've been wondering why have they been flying up. There's little secret bumpers that are buried. You can see one right there that looks like a little silver dome. If players touch that, they're actually launched into the sky. And it's a very clear, like, hey, this is a person. They have disguised themselves as a prop. You should probably eliminate them. 2 minutes here on the clock. And Fish Fam are just tearing it up. But look, Funky Fighters, they were guards last round. They were behind pretty far. And now they're starting to close up that gap, right? If they can get another 3 props in within this 2-minute timer, they're going to be in a great spot heading into that final round.
Tyler trying to hold it down before he gets his last opportunity to go with the props. But here the Cuddle Crew, and they're going to be on guard watch next. So if they don't solidify this lead very strong right now, it's going to be so difficult. Meanwhile, the Ravens Revenge did finally get a prop in. They could have a final round that could be amazing. We'll continue to watch here for the Cuddle Crew. Llama Record Company and Funky Fighters all earn a point in just a second there. 1 minute and 20 seconds for this guard watch to end.
Cuddle Crew's only a single prop behind. The Funky Fighters are only 2, and so are the Llama Record Company. Raven's Revenge is now on the board with a single. That's a Raven. Look at that. Scissors, he's got this on lock. He's got the entire map laid out in his mind, and he can tell the difference. Ooh. Wait, does he catch 2? He did not. Wait, these other 2 trucks, are they actually going to make it in? They're making it in. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Scissors, they snuck right under his nose. They get in. But it doesn't.
Oh, he hit that person from the blinds.
Wow. He heard you, Zeke. He knew.
Listen.
Flexing a little bit on everybody.
He knows I'm a big fan of his. All right, he knows. He knows. Cuddle Crew, they're nice and hidden. All right, got to watch the bumper. There is one hidden. You see it right there in front? Be careful. You can see it. It's right there. Don't do it. Nope. Never mind. That was looks like that was Fish Fam.
And it looks like a lot of props are making it towards the center right now. I think I just saw 3. Very close. Here's the approach from Huizi. Remember, they have to get sorted to get scored. So Tomoya, I think, will be the last prop here. Bensor making a push for it. No. But what a push there at the last second. They do all tie up. 3, the top 3 are tied up at 100. So that means this last round of Junkyard Juke is going to be so crucial.
This is very scary heading into round number 4. So take a look. In the center of the map, you've got Svenos and his crew. So don't forget, there's 3 teams tied for first. You've got the Fish Fam, you've got the Funky Fighters, and you have the Cuddle Crew. So basically, they are well ahead of the pack, but they're fighting each other right now. Little Whip, the Llama Record Company, and now Little Whip and the Cuddle Crew, they're at 90, so they could close that gap, but they have to work so much harder to do that. You've got the Cuddle Crew in the middle, and this means they're not racking up any points for this round, right? They're just trying to keep everyone else from accruing points.
And 5th place or lower at this point. If they don't have a good performance, even the Sunshine Soldiers, the Chicken could go through. Nice shot there from his team. Joining them as well as the Llama Record Company in 2nd place. So 2nd or lower is all they can achieve.
So for right now, Llama Record Company, remember, they can't accrue points. They literally have to try and stop Fish Fam and the Funky Fighters from racking up points. If they get even 1 through, they are going to be edged out. Everything is riding on this moment right now. How accurate are they? How quickly and how much do they remember the map? Look at all these props here on the left side of the screen. One just got through with the quest. Little Whip, look, they took over. So did Fish Fam.
Nice shot there from
Great
Alex
shot for sure.
He knew that there was a prop approaching. He knew that he didn't find anything in the last couple of seconds. He knew. Is he going to be able to find this one? You can see he's pre-firing through the black as they all try to approach. What a nice play from Alex. A nice strategy. Now remember, now that the Little Whip and Fish Fam have taken the lead, the Funky Fighters fall to 3. And since they got first in the first game, that means it's just more close when you think about the overall standings here.
Yeah, look, Little Whip again, get another prop in. They're pushing ahead, man. These guys are pulling away from the pack right now. Llama Record Company, they've got to just start trying to pick off these props. They've got to keep the Fish Fam and the Little Whip down. Maybe have someone else potentially contest, but right now, man, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja and his team are just destroying this final round.
All the rest of the standings so important as well. Svenhouse and Co. and the Llama Record Co. doing a very good job on guard duty right now. And besides the top two ending up getting a couple of points, they're not letting anybody below them really earn anything. A lot of props approaching right now. The timing's going out. Ninja gets in with the car, scores, and that just solidifies the lead even further, but I think Fish Fam scored. No, they didn't. Look, first place to Little Whip Warriors now. There's no tiebreaker involved. 20 seconds to go. Can anybody else score?
You just got to go. Do not jump. You just got to go. That's right. Oh! Okay, there's another round of points coming through. Little Whip at 150. And look, Taldak's right here. That's going to put him at 160 with 10 seconds left.
That's the win for sure for the Little Whip Warriors here. And Junkyard Juke as the timer expires, as Ninja scores in the final moments, as well as Taldak. The first win for the Little Whip Warriors, and it couldn't come at a better time here, Zeke.
That's right, man. Look, don't forget, those Silver Llamas are scattered right now. This puts them in a great spot. If they can get this World Run win, they could secure themselves that gold llama, and out of nowhere, they could steal away the victory from everyone else around. A fantastic showing of the Little Whip Warriors, man, dude. They came out of nowhere. They were just on it. They flipped the switch and they said, you know what, we're getting all these props in, and we're just gonna get pulled away from the pack.
That's what happened. Perfect play. At the beginning, they had the guard defense. They didn't let anybody get over close to, I think the Ravens are, no, the Ravens had 0. I'm thinking of the Funky Fighters had 50 in the first run.
Yeah.
But nobody else really did anything, and the Funky Fighters ended up starting to slow down. They didn't manage to keep up their pace. Little Whip Warriors took perfect advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, you could just kind of see that they were very calm, coolly collected in the whole thing, right? They just kind of navigated the map correctly. You kind of saw it happen a little bit, but there was almost like this clustering that happened. You know, when you've got 3 rusted cars right next to each other where there clearly is no rusted cars at all, you're like, okay, well, these guys are very clearly props, right?
They figured it out eventually, though.
They did.
Separate, approach all in different waves, use the props at the front to kind of, you know, protect so that the guys who are just barely behind you can then make their approach and get 2 points at least, or at least 20 points in this remix version.
Yeah.
But great performance for Little Whip. Again, couldn't come at a better time because that puts them in contention for this Golden Llama. And that's the bonus. That is the win. That is the win condition for this Creative World Cup.
Well, I think the only thing that we need to do right now is send it down onto the stage. I want to hear from the Little Whip Warriors, so let's go over to Monster, who's standing by with them right now.
All right, so I'm going to be honest. I thought early on the Sky Station Showdown, Ninja Squad specifically, was going to be dominating because of the fact that, you know, the way the qualifiers worked, you guys were out there running shooter trials, and you were struggling. But you guys are finally finding your stride. So let's just touch on it. How does it feel to be in the running? Now you finally got a victory. You're so close. The Golden Llama's on the line. You guys are so close. What do you think about this?
Honestly, kind of relieved, to be completely honest with you guys, because, I mean, we were kind of nervous the first 3 sets. I mean, we were not doing the best, but now we're here. So, I mean, hey, we're in the running, and that's all that matters.
All right, so you're in the running. You want to hold this lead, but more importantly, what team do you guys feel you need to shut down? I think it's the Funky Fighters. Is there any other team that specifically, I know we started off, Ninja said the Ravens Revenge, but I don't know. I think things are really shaking up. What squad out here is surprising you so far?
Dude, those Ravens, man. Like, yesterday we were fighting with them all day. We got the edge on them yesterday, but today they came out and really surprised us.
And there you guys have it. So, as you can see, easily things can really shake up here. And just like that, suddenly, it's anyone's game to win. Ninja Squad can take it for all we know.
Well, we'll have to see because we have a single golden game left. And in case you've forgotten, it's the World Run. And the remix is a single life.
That's so brutal. You can't even, like, we can't understate how difficult that is going to be. I mean, especially when everything is on the line here. Everything matters. Everybody wants to get first in this last match.
That's right, and don't forget, I mean, we've been bouncing around, right? We started on World Run, and we saw 6 teams of 8 rack up to 30 coins, but then we moved to Sky Station Showdown. So now you're like, okay, my mind has to go there and be ready for that. Then we moved to Junkyard Juke, and you're like, okay, we'll have to move again. So these guys may not be in a, you know, once you've been doing it back-to-back, you've almost built up that muscle memory. They may not have that based on this.
Yeah,
we'll have to see, man.
Very true. You're kind of rusty when you move on to the World Run after these last two.
Right?
There's no mechanics in Junkyard Juke are the same at all in the World Run. So we'll have to see if they still are warm for that.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? If you want to play these things, don't forget they're actually in-game right now. They're available as LTMs. Play them through the weekend. You've got until Sunday. You want to check them out, give them a try. I'm telling you, they are super fun. If you get more coins than me, I got 14. Hit us with the hashtag or tweet at me. That's fine. I'll hold the L. I respect it. I respect it. I'm not a death runner, I'll be honest. I'm not much of a BR player either. I'm pretty bad, actually. That's why Sundown carries me pretty much the entire time. But again, man, let's focus in on these games. Don't forget, let's not talk about how terrible I am. The Gold Llama. That's what's on the line right now. You know,
I think Ninja just actually found out what the remix was there. It looked like he had something he was surprised.
He was like, wait a minute, what?
No, definitely should have known before, but here we go into the World Run. All the players are loading up and getting ready. It's so important to make sure that everything is perfect because you have one chance, one opportunity here to make a difference. If you mess up, it's over.
That's right.
So I'm looking for ForTurtle. I'm looking for the players like Scissors, Suzu, who completely clutched up for the Fish Fam, both of them together. And really, it's not on the shoulders of one player. Even more so, right? We were talking about it earlier. The entire team needs to perform. But here, when they could be going out early, everybody needs to step up. Every single person.
That's right. This is it, the final opportunity to try and claim the Golden Llama and take a slice of that final $1 million prize pool available to the winner. And of course, let's not forget the World Cup Creative Champions. The time is now. Here we go. The game is about to begin. If you guys are here watching from the stadium, let them know you support them. Let them hear you right now. Let's hear it for all these teams. That's what I'm talking about. They need your energy right here, right now. 10 seconds before we hop into the game, don't forget, it's World Run. That remix, A Single Life. Who is going to come out on top right now? It's anyone's game.
We'll see who out of the gate as they open right now. Who out of the gate is going to go down? How slow are they going to take this? You can see everybody does not want to move. You can cut the tension with a knife right now. Here, MSYB is going to be the first to go. Danyan in the back as well. Everybody staggering their players so that they know what they need to do one by one. I heard some traps. MSYB, there he goes. Gets the first couple of coins and everybody at the same time. Funky Fighters have 6 right now. What a run so far from MSYB, not missing a beat.
And the Funky Fighters are already off to a strong start. Oh,
no!
MSYB. Oh, an error was made there on his part, but it's okay. He still got his crew. They can still make it through. Funky Fighters are still racking up the coins. Here we go. They're going to pick up their 10th right here, right now. This is literally, I'm telling you, man, this is where this precision jump comes through.
Come on.
Koto.
2 players.
He made it.
Two players made it. So here through. Actually,
right, no, let this, don't even. Just let the whole thing reset. Yep. Take a step back. Let it reset.
Is every single one of his teammates down in the bottom left?
Yes, it is. It is all on the back of Kotu right now. He's got to make it through. The tricky part of this is he's going to get this coin, but now he has to go back through.
That's not the coin to go for then.
That was not the coin to go for, but it's okay. He's committed. Come on, you have to guarantee trigger these. Do not fall. 3rd set. 4th set. He's through. Okay.
Oh, dude, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. This is so just tense. What can you even, like, he's by himself. This is their only chance. He has 11 coins right now, but that's just tied. in the castle, there's not too much danger after those spike traps.
Right.
So we can move forward. They have to make sure they grab every single coin. Meanwhile, Chicken Champions on the other side, he's by himself as well. I wonder how many different teams have anybody alive right now. Is it really up to the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters right now? We'll see. They have plenty of time to work with. They can take it as slow as they possibly want. There's the Cuddle crew. They've got 2.
They have 2. Ravens Revenge looks like they have 1 player as well. Okay, nice. The coin is picked up. There's only 1 left here. So remember, 14 is the max amount you can get before heading up to that next level. And the castle is the halfway mark.
Just got word that Fish Fam actually has 3 people up. Only 10 coins for them. So maybe taking things slow, letting things play out, and seeing how the other teams do. Because really, the time is not of the essence in this case until the very last player. There's Fish Fam. 1 did go down in the meantime. This is Tyler. Suzu is down, which is crucial because he was the player who was a speed demon. But again, it's not speed that matters, it's execution. Here he's going back through. Can he make it? Most dangerous part of the castle. Nice re-trigger. He's through.
Okay, all right. We haven't seen Cuddle Crew pick up any more coins. Maybe they're still alive. Maybe they've been eliminated. The castle, I mean, it's pretty hard to be eliminated in the castle. The only way really is in the traps there. You've got the Funky Fighter. Look at this, Lachlan.
Oh, no.
He's crying his eyes out. Wait
Guys, if you want Lachlan to go for this, you got to give it up to him right now. If you want Lachlan to go for the jump, Lachlan, you got to go for it.
There has to be a Lachlan chant. Lachlan, Lachlan, Lachlan. Come on, you have to go. Look, but the thing is, he's talking it through his team. He's like, look, what do I have to do? What do I need to make here, right? And this is good, because remember, they have 6 minutes. They, like you said, they can take this as slow as possible. But again, this is going to come down to these last moments. So Fish Fam actually, right now, they're leading the pack, 15 points. That means they're up on that next tier. And there's some pretty treacherous things happening up there. There you go. Insane and Tyler.
They're through the castle. That's why they're all dancing right now, because they know they're starting to be at the hardest part possible, and they know nobody else is here. Based on their coins.
Here we go.
His teammate did fall up ahead. Gets 1, though. There's the trap trigger. This is so difficult. He's going to start getting towards the variable impulses.
Remember, he's got to make this in 1. See, you see him take a step back. He's like, look, the trap's not right. Look, this isn't right.
I'm way farther ahead of anybody else. He's going to wait until anybody else goes. Here's the Ravens' Revenge. He's going to tie it up.
There you go.
In terms of place that there are, but the Ravens' Revenge don't have anybody else, so he can't get to that other lane to collect those coins.
Right.
Which is crucial.
And don't forget, if he got here by himself, too, that means there was that extra coin, remember? Because there's 2 lanes. He left 1 behind. So there's more pressure on him right now.
The scissors. That's what Scissors did in that game before. He's going for it. He's not stopping. He does need to make sure he beats the Fish Fam. You can see now Zan going at the same time. Here it is through the jumps. He's waiting a little bit. Jump.
Nice.
Yes!
Okay, pressure's on right now, because don't forget they're a single coin behind.
Zan going at the same time right now. Well, he's going for the variable impulses.
1, 2. Okay,
Zan makes it.
Here we go.
Yes! 1 more jump! Magma makes it through the variable impulses, one of the most difficult jumps. And the deep breath does come in. Magma is putting the team on his back right now. And from what I can tell, everybody, Lachlan's going, guys.
He's going. He's got to make this jump. Does he make it? There you go. All right. So look, he's he slides out. He's like, whew.
At the same time, Magma in the top left did end up getting another coin. Here goes Lachlan. Guys, give him your energy. He's going for the jump.
Look, Magma, for a moment, he's doubting himself. He can't. Magma, get your head in the game. You know you can make this jump. Here we go. The jump comes out.
Yes.
1, 2. He doesn't go for the coin. He doesn't go for the coin. Wait, you needed that coin. That could make the difference.
Why is his team not telling him?
It's too risky. Maybe he feels like it's too risky. See, he's thinking about it. Should I maybe try to double back? I mean, if he gets down the ramp, he's going to have his little icy toes. He's going to slip right off. This could be it. This could be the moment that makes or break their game.
There's Zan, too.
Look, he's thinking about the same thing. He's like, should I go for this? Is this coin worth it?
He has to come back through there to get up to the next stage anyways. Magma taking a huge breath. We'll have to see if you know, the status on everybody else. I believe these are the last 2 players.
This is tough. We're getting word Lachlan has actually made it to the he has not made it to the castle yet. I misspoke there. All right, here we go. Magma, great trigger. No! Wait, it's okay. He used the rock.
The recovery.
Great. They knew
Gets
about
the
it.
coin. No! And Magma is out of the game, and with that, the Ravens' revenge too. Lachlan bouncing. He's unfortunately out of it as well. He's not eliminated yet, but Zan going for it at the same time. Here we go. He's going to go for the coin up top.
He has to. He literally has to. Magma, though, he left
This
the coin
is it.
behind.
No.
He set up. He didn't grab the coin either. If he had grabbed that coin, he's thinking about it. Do I double back? Do I try to make that?
So the reason he doesn't want to go is because if he goes for the coin, he is not going to be able to get to the next thing. So they thought ahead of us, Zeke. They knew. Lachlan playing with fire. He is definitely not in this. Can he really make this with an impulse? No way. No. He's out.
He has
the
to.
end of Lachlan, the end of the Cuddle crew. And it is now 21 to 21. He just needs one more coin.
He needs to get that
Which
coin.
is more easy for him? Is it the one on this trap? Or is it the one back behind?
You can tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need one coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. The Fish Fam. Zan clutches up for them here. Scissors and company absolutely dominating the last set of the world run. It wasn't domination, really, though, was it? But a clutch performance from Zans. They lost their man Scissors and Suzo early on, but everything fell on the shoulders of Zans, and he does it.
This is shaking me to my core. Because what does this mean for the standings? In all three Golden Games, we saw a different winner. Funky picked up round 1, Little Whip picked up round 2, and now the Fish Fam picked up round 3. But don't forget, Fish Fam, they had that unbelievable time earlier on with 525. But, I mean, also, Funky Fighters, they got themselves the coins as well, so they all have wins.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think back. Like,
all
how does
the different standings, because Fish Fam, they had a good performance in Junkyard Junior. Absolutely, right?
Right.
Hands down. Here's the last moments with Zan. This moment could have won him the Creative World Cup. Think about that for a second.
This could be it, man. That literally could have very well. But then the question is, what if that doesn't get them the win? Should he have kept going, right? But he just decided, look, you know what? We've got the coin. Let's end it here. What if they needed to keep going? What if they had gotten one more coin? Could that have made the difference? Are they already in the lead? Is there someone else?
Tiebreakers matter. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll
you
see.
know me, man. I stress out way too hard over this. I get way too into this.
I'm sitting here with my pen, just like, what is the calculations here, Zeke? I don't even
running
know.
the numbers.
Oh. Nail-biting finish, that's for sure. Right? We could all agree that. Guys, did you like that finish here today? Zan clutching up. Guys!
They're asleep.
They're asleep. They're asleep. They want to know
what's
the
happening.
standings.
They don't know what we're asking them. I mean, guys, here in the stadium, was that not insane?
There you go.
There you go. You just had to ask them the right question. You asked them the wrong question. That's all it was.
Yeah, I had to stick the word insane there. People get crazy for that.
There it is. There it is. But first off, let's just say across the board, all of these teams performed incredibly well. Again, just calling out, there was never just like one team that kind of was ahead of the pack the whole time. Fish Fam was starting to get there, right? Like they were that one team that was like, wait, they were the only ones that had that insane time. But, everyone really showed up in massive ways. We're going to calculate the standings. For now, Ball, I think we're going to send it actually down on the stage. We've got Poogie standing by with the Fish Fam, so let's hear from them.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Fish Fam. Again, I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day. Zan, you were a little late coming over to the interview. You had to put your shoes back on. Was your performance so great that you knocked your own socks off? Is that what happened there?
It's all about getting comfortable. If you play like you play at home, you'll play better. So that's what I did.
So just being completely comfortable, that's why you took your shoes off?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely worked for you. You were the last one alive. What was that pressure like for you?
I mean, I just took my time and did what I've done for the past year, do different, and it worked out.
And were your teammates coaching you through that whole thing?
Yeah, they were talking to me just telling me to chill, do whatever I want, take my time. Yeah.
That's awesome. It definitely makes a difference when you have such a supportive team. Now, Scissors, I'm going to come to you and talk to you for just a moment. Now, this has to be an amazing moment for you, winning the death run like this. Now, how well versed are you in just having one life to live on these death runs?
I mean, I feel like I did very well, but these guys they're the GOATs, they're the best. I make all these maps, and these guys are the ones breaking the world records, so I had them on my team to carry me to the victory.
Well, that's what I love to see. Amazing team synergy, amazing teamwork. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again. Zeke, back to you.
Man, what a humble team leader Scissors is. But, you know, mad respect to Zan. I like that he pointed out specifically, you know what? I just got to play like I'm at home. I have to get comfortable. For me, I'm the same way. You're like, right, you know, just take the shoes off, right?
You can get comfortable, but there is no way that this feels like home. There is no way that this feels like home. And with the pressure, you never have that kind of experience. That is a once-in-a-lifetime thing to do. That's just crazy.
But also to have his team there, right? They had his back. They were lifting him up saying, look, take your time. In fact, speaking of team, we actually have a listen in. Let's go back and relive that moment, but from their perspective.
Get up there, left side.
Left side?
Left side, left side.
Yep, left side. You're good.
AFK.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that.
Okay,
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, wait, no, go back. Get that coin.
The next one is free.
Coin on the checkpoint.
No. The next one is free. Shut up. The next one is free.
Go to the checkpoint.
This one is free.
That was pretty hectic, but as a resounding, hey, leave the coin, seemed like that was the play.
Absolutely, he was considering. You saw him circling his mouse on that
he was
final one.
He was like, but
I left it. I had to go back.
But it's right. I'll go back.
But that was so genius for all the teams who got that far to realize that coin was not worth going back for it, or even going for in the first place. Remember how we were so shocked that they didn't go for it? And we realized later that's because if you try to go for it, you will end up getting eliminated.
Right.
Because it's too difficult to make that bunny hop to the coin, grab the coin, and then continue forward.
Yeah.
You have to lose your momentum.
Those bunny hops are key to making that jump over the double danger. But man, we're calculating those standings. We're going to see who's winner. Honestly, I've been trying to do this in my head, but
we need the experts.
We need the experts, all right? I've got stuff written down, but like I can't read the code, all right? It's not coming to me. This literally could go anyone's way. And again, because those silver llamas are scattered, any team that wins that gold llama is going to win.
Let's recall the couple of games that we had in this Golden Games. Right?
Okay.
So Sky Station Showdown came down to the Funky Fighters in that final D point, all being pretty much uncontested. Nobody realized that they had their two opportunities, and they took them. They took them both. Skyrocketed from last place to first place. That put them in first in the first game.
But also, don't forget, Ravens Revenge were close that game, right? Right? They came in the second place.
So, Junkyard Juke next. Okay, Junkyard Juke, we know for sure that Fish Fam did well and Little Whip Warriors did well.
Yep.
So Fish Fam is the ones who won the last one. Just unbelievable, world run in total. Who was in second in the world run?
Ravens Revenge.
Ravens Revenge. So Ravens Revenge in the first game. In the second game, they had a poor performance on Junkyard Juke.
They did. They actually were in last place. But that's what I'm saying. And then I think back to earlier games, right? Because this is kind of like a cumulative thing. So, but Ravens Revenge had those three. The first match from World Run was the first place with 29 coins. The second, they came in second with 29 coins. But then in third, everyone had kind of figured it out. They still did manage to make the second time of 636. But what does that mean for all of? I'm getting. Okay, all right. I need to take a deep breath here.
Well, what we can all agree on was that this was an awesome, whole thing in general. The entire Creative World Cup, all three of those maps. We got to give props to the map makers. What was it? 17 builders in total. All these maps, they came together to make them, and they're beautiful and they're amazing to play. So huge props to them, the builders here for the Creative World Cup. Just awesome. All from the community.
Huge props, worth 10 points.
Come on.
Got him, baby. Yeah, you like that. You like that. I got him. As soon as he said it, I was like, this guy set himself up. I have to pull the trigger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But, seriously, again, just to echo everything you said, man, this was so much fun. This was so much fun. And to think, too, this was the first half of the day. I just thought about that.
So
we stopped
more coming.
We stopped Pro-Am right after this.
We might have just broke Zeke when he realized that. But regardless, just all around, I'm curious. I want to recall our favorite moments here. What were your favorite moments here, Zeke, from this Creative World Cup? Was it the Funky Fighters taking the point? Was it that last moment with Sand?
Okay.
The Fish Fam?
So
The Little
that
Whip
was
Warriors
definitely,
and Prom Hunt.
absolutely. If that wasn't your favorite moment of the whole creative finals, I'm not sure what else could top that. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. I think back to when, the Fish fam, they had to clutch up that win and they come through with the 5:25 time. We watched Scissors in that run. He just tore through 4 obstacles, literally back to back in one life. Now, eventually he was eliminated, but still, like, that takes so much precision, and he made it look easy. That's not something that you just do. I mean, I'd argue he's the grandfather of creative, right? Like, he's the guy that stepped forward and said, hey, you want to do this thing called a death run? And people are like, what? He's like, hey, do you like traps? Do you like respawning?
How iconic for that moment to be Scissors and his team. And how iconic would it be if that world run ended up being the decider? But besides that, I know a lot of people here were interested in Lachlan's final performances. We're going to go ahead and take a listen in with his team at the end of that run for him.
All right. Sandy, I'm going to start playing, okay?
All right, yeah.
Or actually, no, I'll start playing when you get to the impulse bar.
Boy.
Nice,
There's a
Sandy.
coin above you.
Let's go. Well, lucky you get this. I'll try, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the jump that I don't think I can
Yeah.
get.
Oh my God, Max.
Well, here we go.
No.
Okay, that's...
No.
He actually almost hit that line.
I think if he had thrown that impulse the moment he went up, he actually would have impulsed over. Like, it would have been a little hop.
I was thinking the wall there.
Yeah.
Right? Just bouncing himself off the wall at the last moment. That would have been crazy. That would have been clutch.
That would have been insanely
clutch. That would
clutch.
have gotten everybody out of their seats because it was those last 3 teams.
Yeah.
Those last 3 teams. I'm glad we got him to, get the confidence to go for the jumps.
Look, it's tough. Like, honestly, like, and then that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. When you've been doing this world run over and over. Because don't forget, even in when we were in that big section, like, he was killing it. Absolutely. But then when you're like, okay, we're going to the Golden Games, these things have remixes. We'd have to change kind of the way I'm thinking and approach these things. Go from Sky Station to now, like, oh, we can all earn points. What's our strategy? Then we go to the Junkyard Juke. Wait, we have to be 10-point props. Maybe I've been running around as a 2-point prop. Maybe I've been that guy that's been rolling in with the 2-point props. And then being like, oh, yeah, world run, we got it, no problem. Oh, we have a single life.
Oof. And that face that he made when he made the jump, that needs to be made into an emote for sure. Exactly. Zeke's got it perfectly. Just unbelievable. The pressure that these guys were under in those final moments. We're still calculating the standings, of course,
Right.
Zeke.
It was just too close. It was so unbelievably close. We have to make sure this is correct. Because, I mean, at the end of this, we crowned the first ever Fortnite World Cup creative champions. They are creative world champions. The idea of that in itself is insane to me.
Yeah.
Insane.
And it's true, too, because how many countries were here? Like, more than
over these 32 players, there was 19 different countries represented across all 8 teams.
That is a World Cup. That is awesome. It's really cool to see. Again, I'm just holding my breath because it could even be the Little Whip Warriors, right? Remember them in the Junkyard Juke? They came out on top. They had great guard performances. They had great runs, the props, the timing that they had. Everything matters. And when you look back at it and you're really reflecting, all those single props, the timing that Ninja had when he got into those last couple of seconds, remember? Because it was Ninja and Taldak who ended up getting those props at the last couple. It was literally 20 seconds to go in the map. And they clutch up and make sure that their lead is solidified between first and second.
Yeah, I mean, this seriously could go any way. And we're getting closer and closer to finding out who that is, who will ultimately take home that golden llama and be the Fortnite World Champions of Creative. I mean, we hope you guys here in the stadium have been enjoying all the action. I know it's tense. I know. I'm right there with you. My heart is racing. I'm tense too. I feel it. Trust me. And I know for sure these guys on the stage are feeling the exact same way, okay? Now we're getting closer.
They're feeling so tense. Just ridiculously tense.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. If I'm them, I'm literally just, my heart is beating. I don't know what to do. I'm twiddling my thumbs. I'm doing that right now with my pen. I'm not even playing.
All right. We have calculated the final standings. The votes have been tallied, and the winner of the Golden Games and the overall winner of the Fortnite Creative World Championship is the Fish Fam! Scissors, the grandfather of the death run of Creative itself, has come through. Zan put the entire team on his and said these coins are nothing. We will claim the gold llama balla, and we will claim the $1 million prize pool.
Iconic that this team, Scissors, the first World Cup trial that was put out. These three guys were the first qualified players to come through. Zan clutching up in the final moments. Suzu just getting the first record on that map, on the world run, and for it to be
Bro. Hello. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, I'm streaming the World Cup, bro. It's all on Fortnite. I'm just streaming it to my YouTube. Yeah, and this conversation as well. So I'm about to get out of your party and get back to the stream. All right.
was pretty much what everybody was calculating. That's why it took so long. I mean, that was close. That was so close, within $30,000 between second and third, and that's how, of course, you do earn that llama depending on which set, but all that prizing cumulative. So there you have it. Creative World Champions, it's done. And it's not even...
This is only half, by the way, this is day one, and we're halfway through the show. We still have Pro-Am. Oh, by the way, we still have duos tomorrow on Saturday. Oh, by the way, we also have solos on Sunday. Yeah, are you already exhausted? Me too. Me too. What an unbelievable day.
It's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait to see what was ahead. And already this day has started off fantastic with this creative action. I was expecting amazing things, and we got it.
That's right, man. Well, of course, we need to crown them the creative champions.
Now you're on my
That's
stream,
enough
gonna
from us
talk
on
trash.
the desk. Let's actually send it down to Golden Boy to crown ourselves some champions.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. What a grueling, grueling run this was, but we have finally come down to it. We have crowned our champions, but we got to make it official, baby, and there's only one way to do that, and it's right here in the winner's circle. So why don't everyone here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, let's welcome to the stage the Fish Fam!
Remember this?
Congratulations, guys. One more time. Give it up for the Fish Fam. Gentlemen, those trophies right there, they're yours. Lift them up for the crowd here to see. My man, you are known as, and everything, all the llamas getting all over the place here. You're known as the granddaddy of the death run. For you to be able to win this competition off of the thing that you made your name off of, that must have felt incredible.
It's amazing, man. I came up with the Death Run. I'm trying to bring it to Fortnite. These guys support it, love it, and so good at it. So I'm just glad they were on my team.
Hey, man, I respect that, you know what I mean? Because obviously this is something that is a long time coming for you. But I got to talk to you, my man, because I want you realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. So you got yourself $1 million off of a jump. How does that feel today, my man?
I can't describe it. It's unreal. Like, I don't know what to say, to be honest.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the money?
Probably, I don't know. I need to plan for this.
Responsible. He's gonna be responsible with it, right? That's what we're gonna go for, right? Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right, well, guys, gentlemen, congratulations once again. Your winners and Creative World Champions, the Fish Fam.
Are you serious?
Fortnite World Cup final. It's time to play some Fortnite.
Oh, what was that?
And one more goes over, and that's it. While the record co takes the first match. 1,000 Gotaga and Raven's Revenge. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tamoya takes it for the Funky Fighters.
We are very close.
Yeah, don't.
The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match.
Barely missed there. Finally hits the bounce and he's gone. There it is.
Oh, he's holding a trophy. Fish Stick is walking out with the silver llama. Let them hear you right now. Let's hear it for all these teams. The cutoff pro is keeping up. He's keeping it very close. They're moving very close. Lin, come on, you have to go. Oh, he hit that person from the blinds. Wait, it's okay. He used the rock. Recovery. They knew about it.
Gets the coin.
Mm.
This coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. The Fish Fam.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Falconer. I'm from the South Bay in California.
Tomorrow's
My city is called
duels.
Redondo Beach.
Hello, my name is Arkham, and I am from California. I'm really excited to come here
OM is
because
next.
the Fortnite World Cup is a great
10 minutes.
opportunity to show like you have all the best players around the whole world. So I want to see if I can prove myself to be the best or not. I think our competition is probably the biggest one is probably ourselves.
Yeah, other than that, probably Cease and Elevate.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yeah. I think the biggest moment I had was finding Arkham as a duo partner, actually. It wasn't anything that really happened in-game. I went through a rough patch. I didn't have a duo. I ended up like not working out with my previous duo, and I was kind of nervous because World Cup was coming up, and I ended up finding Arkham, and we played a few games, and we knew it was clicking, so.
All right, I would just like to thank my family and friends for supporting me all the time.
I really want to shout out the boys back home. Thank you so much for all the support. My family too, especially. And we're really excited to be here at the Fortnite World Cup.
round right now, and I want to know if these guys could describe Fortnite in 3 words, what would it be? For me, it's cool dancing.
Sweaty, fun, and colorful.
I feel like the most common one from me and my friends when we play Fortnite is he's one shot. So, yes, he's never one shot. Yeah.
Wild, creative, fun.
Those are some good words.
Unique, challenging, and creative.
Fortnite. Amazing. Amazing.
Clapping bots, bro.
I appreciate that. Yeah. If you could describe Fortnite in 3 words, what would it be?
Super hyper entertainment. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Run, build, push. I don't know. Fingers crossed, man. That's my 3 words. Fingers crossed, man. Yeah.
My name is Aiden. I'm from Ohio, and I'm a professional Fortnite player for Ghost.
My name is Sean from British Columbia, Canada, and I'm also a professional player for Ghost.
Sean and I were both looking for a partner. We just tested it out, and we ended up taking 5th place the first duo week of the Open Qualifiers. He is more of a passive player, and I'm more of an aggressive player. I think we really just combine and we help each other out a lot. Like if I'm going to push a fight and it's a bad fight, he'll just he's passive, so he'll make sure I don't get eliminated. It's an honor to be here, really, with all these players. There's people here that I've never heard of, and they could be millionaires by the end of the week. So just stay confident. We're going to do it. We just full send it. It's a really good feeling just to be able to play against everybody, and you got to be elite to get here. So it's just a good time.
Stay on your grind and don't let anyone stop you.
I am here at Obs Island. I have taken over. This is where our observers are. So the guys in game that are following all of the players around, getting their perspectives. And I am joined by one of our observers here. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? What's your job?
Sure, yeah, my name's Tenko. I'm one of the head observers here, so we like to capture the in-game portion as well as we can, and we really want to make sure that we're showing off the game correctly. So we have to organize the teams properly, and then my job specifically is to make sure we're covering the action that we really want to see.
Makes sense. A huge fan experience that you are essentially having to capture with all of these screens here. It can get a little bit hectic here, I've heard. How do you guys keep calm?
Yeah, really, we're just a huge team atmosphere here. Like, we have fun. It's kind of just, like any old sports team, really. Like, we're all best friends. We hang out after. We have fun on the way out here. We have fun when we're here, and it's always a good atmosphere in here. People come here to relax. It's the island.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to talk to me about this. Fortnite is all about fun first and foremost. So while you guys are out here in the crowd at home watching the World Cup this weekend, you have Techo to thank for all of those awesome observer shots.
Hi, I'm Kat and I'm from Australia. I think Salty is definitely by far my favorite drop spot since there's a lot of loot and it's central of the map, so it's easy to rotate. Right now my biggest competition is definitely my duo partner Soz. He's also competing in the Swords competition.
Wow, it's pretty, it's definitely heavy, but yeah. Wow, it actually looks really cool.
Can't wait to see you at the Fortnite World Cup.
Dylan. I'm here in New York for the Creative World Cup and the Fortnite Pro-Am. The Creative World Cup, a lot of fun, and actually very excited for the Fortnite Pro-Am with Liam McIntyre. So I actually met Liam at the Pro-Am last year. He was Vslov's partner, super cool dude, down to play some
Cheers,
games.
Lucky. I follow you.
We haven't had any time in to play together yet, but I think it'll be fun. So the charity I've chosen is the Logan Pediatric Hospital. This is like a local hospital back home.
Zilk and Laser Beam.
My brother broke both his arms, so I just spent like 2 weeks
Laser
there
Fruit.
back in the day, so just trying to get back to the local area. My favorite weapon right now in the current meta probably leans towards the combat.
Yeah, Mr. Fresh Asian.
I switch between both of those. Probably going to lean more towards combat for the Pro-Am, but with the recent nerf, maybe the pump. We'll see. It depends if I'm taking long range or close range fights. Probably more long range, so I'm going to play a bit more safe today. So for the last Pro-Am in LA, I actually dressed up as a codename Elf skin. Unfortunately this time, I won't be looking as cool. I got a nice little kit for my whole team. We've got all of our flags on one side from each country that we're from. And of course the Creative World Cup logo and their name on the back. Because you know what they say, you look good, play great.
Your audio's low.
Yeah, you guys can try this at home as well, maybe if you're in the stadium. So it's very important for some people to call out where it is that you are right? I talk about beforehand, it's very important. It's really simple, actually. You're going to have the letter that you are getting, maybe it's some salty springs, right? It's called S, and then show what it is on the side. I've got you. There's a handful. Landing, okay? There it is wrong. Some general UIs, right? Very some late game tips, right? You need to tell somebody, okay, tell me. So you like make it. You can literally just make a custom item. That's right here, right? This last one is interesting. I don't know how they explain it per se, but we're just going to show you and got this right here.
So that looks like a Neo tilt. No, so you said it was situational, so it can't be Neo tilt. Look, can you show us the word?
Yeah, absolutely. It's this right here.
So it definitely, that to me looks like high ground retake because it's like he's going up and then they're able to get it and then they're good, so they start shooting. It's definitely a high ground retake. So now you guys know how we say high ground retake. I mean, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome back. We are now into the Pro-Am pre-show. In just a little bit, you're going to see 100 of the top Fortnite players and celebrities battling it out on the Battle Royale Island. My name is Sundown, joined here by Bala TW. Bala, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing amazing. Literally, we couldn't have a better ending to the Creative Finals. And to top it all off, we get to go right into the Pro-Am. We paired a lot of our favorite Fortnite personalities with a celebrity figure, and it's, as it proves to be many times, it's going to be awesome again.
It's a lot of fun. We've seen a ton of great gameplay coming out of the Summer Block Party back in LA, and we're excited to do it again. And there's actually some pairs here who have played before. We'll get into that a little bit later, but excited to be here and excited to see these guys take the stage and also to get VR kicked off. But let's talk a little bit about what we saw in the Creative Final. I think it's almost poetic that Scissors was able to take it away on the last World Run. His team, known for the deathmatch, known for being one of the first major pioneers of Creative as a whole. It was a game mode people hadn't gotten, and it took the Fortnite world by storm. And to see them punch up in the Golden Games in the final moment, and it was the team decision too. We got to listen to the song.
Iconic.
I think I got time to go make something to eat.
The first to even have their creative trials to qualify in, and then of course the first players to qualify for the Creative World Cup. So that's all I can say. Iconic. That's it.
It has to be, and you know they're celebrating after the fact that Fishman was able to get out there and do it, and it was kind of a come to Fish fam able to do that. Congratulations to all of you guys. It was a pleasure to watch that. And also just the fact that they beat the world run so fast. We spent weeks testing it. Before that moment, there had been 3 people, period, who had ever finished it. And we watched them absolutely destroy the course.
Second try they even attempted, and they completed it faster than they even did in the next one. So just unbelievable performance, and it's got to be also the rest of those guys who played in creative, unbelievable there. But it's not over here. We've got the Pro-Am coming up. We're here at the Fan Festival. People are hanging out. People are having a good time.
People are hanging out, having a good time, and filtering inside as well. The players are getting ready. We're almost to the point where we're ready to go, but we still need to talk about what's up for grabs here in the Pro-Am. $3 million on the line, but per usual, all going to charity for a good cause, for some fun. Actually got to go up to the Players Lounge, talk to some of the guys, and they're incredibly happy to just be here, meet the other players, have the positive interactions all around gaming. It's about those shared experiences, getting out there with your friends, interacting, having the time, whether it's on VR, in real life, whatever you need to do. That's what video games are all about.
That's what it is all about, and I've seen actually a number of World Cup qualified players who are going to be playing tomorrow and on Sunday, just hanging around, doing some, fan meets, doing some signings, all sorts of stuff, and just overall having a good time watching the games, playing in the Fan Festival.
I mean, you need to get used to this environment. If you haven't been down here, if you have a ticket, come on down, come hang out, check those out, because there is so much going on, so many people to talk to. The players are around here, we're hanging out, and also don't forget, if you're at home, you can tune in and join the fun. You can use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. You can go to Fortnite.com/watch. There is so many ways for you to get involved and just be a part of this. This entire thing is a spectacle. It's more than just the Battle Royale, the stuff that's playing, and it's about these players and celebrating the awesome stuff that they do.
The interactions, whether online or in person, are amazing. I haven't yet gotten a chance to take a look at that hashtag after that Creative World Cup, after saying hit that jump. I can't wait to do it later, go back in time on Twitter, and see what the reaction.
Well, just see, because during one of the tests, I mean, we had like a relatively similar moment. The entire stadium was empty, and I thought I was about to pass out. Like, I hit the castle jump, and I literally stood up, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm good. This is the most amazing moment. So then to watch Sand have that moment, have his team surround him, and know that you lifted yourself above in what was literally their last chance. That decided if you don't take that home right there, you don't get the golden lobby, you don't have the thing you need to then be the first ever creative world champion. And that moment is just the start to an amazing weekend. We're going to have so many more little moments like that that will define people's gaming careers, or maybe it'll just be the kickstart of it.
Yeah, it will be the kickstart. I'm pretty sure for a lot of these guys, it's going to be the kickstart. It started off in the Fortnite World Cup all the way back in April. They played for 10 weeks. They competed. Ram's going to be a little bit of a preview of that. It's going to be amazing. All the preparation, all the hard work, all the friendships, and the heartbreaks, everything. It's going to be so cool to watch.
And one thing I'm particularly excited about with the Pro-Ams is seeing the evolution of just kind of, I don't want to say the casual game, but these guys really kind of press it. You've seen every single time somebody is bringing something new, whether it's the professional players or the celebs who are coming. I mean, just Joey Bosa last time was doing this like reverse ram top rotation, and it was gorgeous. But the players are ready and out on the stage, so enough from us. We are going to kick off the Celebrity Pro-Am with a pair you probably saw before. It is Robert Abisi and Ghost Aiden. Robert now being one half of the electronic duo known as Lost Kings. You know them from their songs Bad and You, and before they were famous, their first paid gig was in a bowling alley. Him and Aiden competed last time in the Pro-Am, and were one interaction short of taking home that top spot.
They came in second, lost only by 4 points in a 1v1 that went Symphony's way. Aiden against Symphony, what a memorable moment from that Pro-Am.
And Aiden is also one of 2 controller players who has qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite World Cup. And now on to our next duo, Mario Hezgonza and Nick Marks Mario, of course, being the professional shooting guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. He is also representing Croatia on their national team. And then Nick Merckx, all about the M-Fam rep in there. Had a fantastic barbecue last week. Definitely recommend you check that out. Did some awesome stuff for his community, and he's excited to be here. Originally competed in Gears of War, made his name through streaming, and now has a very thriving community.
Mario Zonja on the Portland Trail Blazers. He hails out of Croatia. We're going to go ahead and continue on inside the Arthur Ashe Stadium. We have Nick Shanholtz and Ghost Sean. Nick Shanholtz being the other half of the Lost Kings duo, of his brother being Robert Abisi. And of course, they're best known for tons of awesome remixes by Imagine Dragons, Vance Joy, and then standing next to him there is Sean, the Fortnite pro, who's, you know, competing with Aiden. You talked about it.
Yeah, he was one of the first original young lords coming out of North America. The Canadian player, so incredibly strong and gifted, and known for intelligent decision-making at all points in the game. If you're able to eliminate him, congratulations, because not a whole lot of people are able to do that.
Continue on again. It's gonna be this time somebody that we all know. It's Nav and Tifu.
And you can see them excited to be here. Don't know how much of an introduction these two need. Nav, the Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer, and then Tifu. I mean, come on. One TwitchCon, qualified week 3 of the solo competition in first place. You watch him all the time because he streamed all of those games. No delay, live, saying, bring on the world, nothing is stopping me, and he is here to upset the status quo at the Pro-Am. He wants a title.
Wants a title? We're going to go ahead and listen to see if they're prepared to take that. Let's listen in.
Okay, Nav, do you have any messages for your opponents today?
Just don't be surprised if I box you, trap you or something. So, yeah, I think we'll be pretty high up in the rankings.
All right, get it.
Did you expect anything but confidence from that duo? Nav has been in there with the scrims. Now on to the next one. We have some more veterans here. Whit Lowry and Cloaksy. This is now actually Whit's third time competing on the Pro-Am stage. Him and Cloaksy have been there. Whit is ready to play. He's excited to be here. Best known as the American rapper. Before he got into music, he was a big fan of graphic design. He got his name coming out from Witty, but he wants a victory on the stage. And I mean, what more do you need to know about Cloaksy?
Yeah, Cloaksy wants one too. He was at the summer block party, didn't manage to break top 20, but this time, who knows? He won the TwitchCon fall skirmish with Tifu. He's experienced. He's played in plenty of skirmishes. He's played in Pro-Ams before, so we'll see what he can bring out today.
And he's used to playing on the main stage. And on to our next duo, we have Ashley Rickards in Exile. Ashley, best known as the actress for her roles on One Tree Hill and Awkward. She also rides and trains horses and works with a pet therapy program that helps special needs children and the elderly. That is the best back I've heard. Big fan of that as well. Then Exile, one of the famous Russian Fortnite streamers. He's a big fan, wanted to be on the stage, wants to compete among the best of the best. And honestly, he looks ready, busting out the floss emote right there.
Looks ready. See if he is ready when he takes the stage and gets ready to compete. And now it's time to hear from them, of course, from Ashley Rickards. Let's listen to see what she had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Ashley, do you have any words for your opponents today?
I'm coming for you, and if I'm not, I'm hiding from you. But I'm coming for you first, so watch it. But like, not too hard. If you cannot see me coming, then be appeasing.
That doesn't seem like indecisiveness. That seems like a solid plan. Hide or go for them. We're going to go continue inside the stadium. We have a duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for. We're going to start with Sagala and Dr. Lupo.
And I mean, what more can you say about these pairs? Dr. Lupo, of course, you know him, one of Time's top 25 most influential people on the internet. Let's see if he can be influential in this game. Sagala, the English DJ, record producer, and remixer from Norwich and Norfolk. He's at 6 singles charts in the top 10 on the UK singles. That's incredibly impressive. They want to have a positive showing here. Lupo, you know, after the last pro, he's got a little bit of a chip on his back. He wants to show up and outplay the rest of them show. He's not too old to hang with the best of these kids.
He is not. We'll see if he can perform. I've been playing all sorts of games with him this week. He's ready to play. We're going to continue forward with Dante Vasco and Tim the Tatman.
And I mean, Dante Vasco, or Rufio. You also might know him as Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then Tim the Tatman, one half of the Girthquake, has been there forever, all about the Twitch stream, involving his community, the Tatman Army. They're about it. And when you see him on the stage, like, I wouldn't want to run into that duo, whether it's in a back alley or in the kitchen. They look scary.
I wouldn't want to, but when I see that picture of Tim, I just have to say that is so adorable.
I mean, you look like he's got the hands out there, 72 hours pose, ready to fight, and then just the most adorable, friendly smile. Like, I just wanted to give him a hug. But now we're going to go on to the next pair. We have John Ha and Wade CN. Wade being the Fortnite streamer all the way from China. He says the flintlock is how he is able to capitalize on the island. John Wan is a dancer and choreographer to the dance group, the Kinjan. He makes appearances on World of Dance and the Dance Arena competition, and sometimes he even teaches dance at their dojo.
So we'll see if the Chinese competition out of Wade is going to step up. We're going to get a taste of that also in the World Cup tomorrow. But here in Pro-Am, we'll see if they can compete, see if they can hang.
And I'm all about the flintlock plays, man. If you're bringing that out and you're going at people, I've seen some ridiculous clips that he's pulled out with it, but some more players who are capable of ridiculous clips, whether it's on the basketball court or on the Fortnite Island. It is Eric Gordon and Ali A. Ali A being one of the original Fortnite content creators. In July of 2015, he's awarded 2 Guinness World Records for his gaming channel. And then Eric Gordon, the American professional basketball player for the Orlando Magic. He plays as both a power forward and a small forward. And as you can tell, he's not that small. He's 6'9" out there, looking to tower over and dunk in the competition.
We've seen him do it so many times in the dunk competitions. It's awesome to see. And Ali A does something that I didn't even know was possible.
Got the basketball
Guinness World Records in YouTube. That's insane.
Record breakers all around him now. Another pair.
I should have been in here watching probably a whole bunch of celebrities in this pro here.
And One Shot Girl. You saw them at the Creative Showdown. That is the most adorable wave. And Chandler broke first. Chandler Riggs, the actor and DJ, best known as Carl Grimes on The Walking Dead. And then One Shot Girl, the Fortnite YouTuber and streamer, previously had a PC world record for most Fortnite squad units in one round. She was playing with some of her other competitors, Tfu, Floxy, and Nick A30. Let's have a listen in to what One Shot Girl said ahead of the competition.
All right, Julie, do you have any messages for the other opponents?
I do. I have the best teammate, Chandler Riggs. Our communication, our teamwork is on point, and we are coming for every single person in the lobby. So we will see you guys out there.
You'll love to see it from One Shot Girl. Awesome there. We're going to continue forward to introduce our next pair. It's going to be Sarunas Jackson and Action Jackson. So a Jackson pair.
The Jackson duo there. Also, big congratulations to Action Jackson. Just going full-time there with this stream. Paul, you're well on your way. And Sarunas Jackson is an actor and writer who you might recognize from HBO's series Insecure. He has also played professional basketball in Asia. So you know what? He might be able to dunk on him too.
That he might. The Jackson 2. See if they'll show up here today at the Pro-Am. Of course, such an awesome duo. See if there's action ahead for them. We're going to continue forward. Freddie Stroma and Yoshi. Freddie Stroma, an English actor known for his roles in movies like Pitch Perfect, or Harry Potter movies, or as Dick Tarly on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, big fan of all of those roles. And then paired up with Yoshi, the coach slash commentator slash manager slash do all for Solari. We've seen him on the World Cup broadcast. If you've watched any of the French streams, you know him. Incredibly analytical and intelligent when it comes to Fortnite. This duo is going to look to break down their opponents. And the next pair is a pair that might be tough to break down. Tons of experience coming out between Cody Walker and Toygby. Cody Walker, the American actor who started the show in the rough. He's also known for his work in the Fast and Furious movie Furious 7, where he helped complete it after his brother's passing. Toynbee, he was part of the Millennium team on League of Legends, so another one of those former All-Pros who have been over here. He's been a part of that roster, also as a coach, so I mean, a lot of knowledge being brought to the stage. Cody was also at the Summer Block Party, so he's got the experience.
And I got to give some love to Cody because I just found out that he's been a PC gamer since 1996. And he played games like Mech Warrior 2. And that's where I started too. PC games, FPSs. And it's just awesome. We're going to continue forward always. We're just moving in the pace here. Max Carver and Nick A30. Max Carver, the actor who's had roles on shows like Desperate Housewives, Teen Wolf. Hold on, what are they? Oh, little flex from Nick A30 and Max Carver. They're ready to play. They're getting exercise even. They're getting their body flowing, their blood flowing.
Excuse me, did you say Little Flex? Did you see Nick's arm?
He's got guns!
Yeah, you better have a permit or something. I don't know who let you loot before, but like, you have to get on the battle bus. Like, you're not allowed to walk around with two legendary ARs like that. And then Max Carver on the side, like you said, Desperate Housewives, Team Wolf, The Leftovers, and he actually has an identical twin brother who stars in many of the roles. But now on to the next pair because we're excited to get them out there. It's Graham Rogers and I Ferris. Graham is an actor known for his TV roles on Revolution, Ray Donovan, and Atypical. He's originally from Pennsylvania and moved to LA when he was 18 to pursue acting. Well, looks like it worked pretty well. And then I Ferris was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, came all the way to New York City to compete, has been around the Fortnite scene from the very beginning, and one of their major streamers and content creators.
We'll see if that T-pose from the both of them is going to be very, if it's going to hold up. Continue forward, another duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. Not that we're not excited about everybody. It's Sean O'Malley and Courage JD.
Wow, listen to that roar, the other half of the Girthquake, and Courage just got knocked out. Sean did compete in that first Pro-Am as well. He's there, he's on the stage. These two towering, wait, what's going on right now? Excuse me, who? No.
Hey,
why do you
listen up. I know this is a very exciting time, but there's something very serious and near to my heart that I think we should take a listen to. Roll the tape.
Hey everyone. As you know, streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube have been around for ages. And very handsome, talented, good-looking gamers like myself need to take the necessary time to look after our old and brittle elders. One day, you get up out of your gaming chair and you're just not as quick. Or your jokes, well, they all turn to dad jokes. Hello, my name is Courage JD, and today I'm extremely excited to announce my brand new charity. It's a cause near and dear to my heart. It's for our good friend, Dr. Lupo, who gets older every single day. In the past 6 months, hand-eye coordination, eyesight, and his hearing has completely gone downhill. So please, join me in supporting the Geriatric Gamer Foundation so my friend, Dr. Lupo, can get the help he so desperately needs. Thank you.
Wow. Just, I mean, he doesn't look particularly happy about that, but he looks like he has something to say. He's going to type it on in there, and just going to fire it right back on Adam. Let's zoom on in, punch on that, and he said, what was that? Was able to, get Courage back a little bit, give the opportunity there. But you know what, Jack? I appreciate the foundation. If you are going to start it, Ben could use all the help he could get. Now we're going to go on to our next duo, and I'm going to need you guys to do something important up in the stands rather than clapping or yelling for them. I need you to put your hands up high in the air and wave them back and forth for Jordan Fisher and Ewok. Make sure you get a nice and loud, give them that applause. Jordan Fisher, the American singer, dancer, actor, quite literally does everything. I'm not even sure he's human. And then Ewok, the 13-year-old Twitch streamer, is completely deaf, uses ASL to communicate both with her partner and then uses the visual indicators. She's best known, well, for chasing down that man right next to her in the Pro-Am and making him pay.
Yeah, the most memorable moment from the Pro-Am at the Summer Block Party. She chased down Jordan Fisher and Dr. Lupo. Just unbelievable.
And we did see a bit beforehand. They might be the actual best Fortnite duo ever. .com. So you can check them out there as well and see them on the stage. They're going to be looked to pressing it, but we're on to the next pair because they're excited to be here. It's Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. Alexia being the social media star who originally became popular on Vine, so Vine, there you go. She's now a member of the popular YouTube channel Glams and has her own popular YouTube channel as well. Jordan Jones, she finished 5th on the dance reality show Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition in 2012. Since then, she's grown her own YouTube following by making vlogs and music videos.
Awesome pair together. We'll see what they can bring to us today on the Pro-Am. Continue forward, of course, introducing all. We're actually going to listen into what Jordan Jones had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Jordan, do you have any words for your opponents today?
Well, yeah, I got my game face on today, and me and Alexia, my partner, we got the girl power. All you boys, just watch out. We're going to be sniping. We're going to be getting that victory royale. So peace out, boys. Get to sleep.
Hey, get it!
Good level of confidence there.
That was the weirdest thing exchange.
Having been in this environment before, having been around major Fortnite competitions, she has no issue battling with the best of them. Now on to our next duo. It's RJ Mitty and Moyers 87. RJ, best known for his role as portraying Walter Jr. in Breaking Bad. He also has cerebral palsy, as his character does on the show. Had an opportunity to talk with him last night. Just a fantastic human being and really, really involved in gaming. Wants to be out there. Moyers 87 is a Spanish YouTuber who has brittle bone disease, but he says, hey, that doesn't stop me from competing with the best of the best on the top level. And this pair is here to show that they will not be held back. They will be taking names and going after everything.
Yeah, part of the reason I love this duo so much is RJ Mitty does such great things, but also Moyers, I love his reasoning that he likes gaming because it gives him a window into doing impossible things, which is just awesome. So we're going to continue forward, of course. It's Oak King and Sinu, who traveled all the way out from South Korea. There they are. And they're known for this. Sinu, one of the players who played at the World Cup, or the Open, the Korean Open.
Are you watching that? That was the sickest intro I think I've ever seen. One props to the cameraman too. Props to Sino as well. One of the players who came over and traveled out of the Asia region to compete in NA West and came so close to qualifying a number of times. People were looking like, wait, who are these? Why are they on the scoreboard? Who is this? And he was taking names, and now he's here to compete on the main stage. On to our next duo, we have Dead Treble and Oscar Lod. Dead Treble is the Mexican YouTuber who currently lives in Chicago. He creates content across 3 channels and is a gaming and entertainment streamer. His 3 daughters are watching him today from Houston. Shout out to your 3 daughters and everyone out there who's living in the crowd. Oscar Lord is an Argentinian YouTuber who plays Fortnite and recently started getting into his own music, trying to sing, and has found a lot of success and help there. And on to our next duo, we have Wermuturo and Chelsea. Wermuturo is a YouTube vlogger, gamer, and sketch comedian. He's been nominated for a number of awards for his channel. As this year, one of them was the top 10 Mexican YouTubers. And then Chelsea, a Mexican competitive player that came so close to qualifying. That's also his little cheeky face reveal there. Got to talk to him last night. He was just like, hey, I'm happy to be on Zero Ping. Nobody is stopping me now.
Yeah, Chelsea had an incredible rise throughout the World Cup qualifiers. You touched on it a little bit, but a strong performer all the way through. He plays Fortnite every day, he says, so who knows? Maybe he'll win a lot of money for his charity of choice.
I think he has the potential to do it. He's one of the most aggressive players there. And now on to our next duo. We have Rear Gamer and the Slayer 360. Rear, an actress and former beauty queen, best known as her role on Lisa Miller in the hit TV series Awkward. She held the title of Miss Teen Malibu for 2 consecutive years. That's the back-to-back, and she was Miss Regional California Teen in 2011. She also says she will never not play as Peach in Mario Party or Toad in Mario Kart. The Slayer 360, a YouTube from Mexico, who says that he cannot say the letter R correctly, but I bet he can roll.
Bet you can. I definitely can't. So we have something in option, I guess. We're going to continue forward, of course. Zorman and Jared Abramson are joining us on the floor. There they are. Ooh. That's an awesome hair flip right there. Come on, Zorman, do it again.
Just about to say, Zorman, all about the hair flip there. A famous Spanish YouTuber and magician. He studied programming and computer science. Jared Aberson is the Canadian actor known for his roles in American Animals, Hell's Destroyer, and Travelers. But I think the more interesting the facts, he's a trained mixed martial artist and Muay Thai kickboxer. Has a record of 1-1-0 and 2-0-0 in each. But his MMA name, ready, Bella, get this? Wolfblood.
What? Really?
Wolfblood. That's terrifying. Like, don't want to run into anybody like that. Now our next duo, Robles and Chigua. Robles, a well-known Argentinian YouTuber who lives in Ovaria, a province of Buenos Aires. Fun fact, he likes arugula and struggles to not eat it with every meal. And his partner there is Chigua, an Argentinian Fortnite player who used to play a lot on console, but now that he's wanted to up his game, he's gone to keyboard and mouse, and he's seen a lot of success in Rapid Pro.
That's awesome. A lot of players are doing the same thing, making the switch to controller to PC, so maybe some people will become fans of him. Next duo is David Williams and Wildcat. David Williams being a professional poker player and popular Magic the Gathering player. He also competed on tons of awesome shows, such as Season 7 of the popular Fox Cookie show, MasterChef.
And honestly, if you want to cook for me, let me know, because he's looking to try and open up a restaurant. I'll come through. And then Wildcat has been around the scene forever. He's been playing games forever. You can check him out. We have a soundbite from both of these guys. Let's listen in to what these two competitors had to say.
All right, guys, what message do you have for your opponents?
Marksman and JT Brown need to stay on the far side of the map, avoid us if they want to have a chance to do well.
The other teams are in trouble. Most of the celebrities usually are pretty bad. I've seen a lot of these pro-ams. Unfortunately for them, I might have more hours playing Fortnite than most of the pros. I mean, I play all the time, but they're lucky. I get handicapped. I usually play on an iPad. Today I have to play on a controller, Xbox controller, but luckily I brought my Xbox with me. Been in the hotel grinding. He's been exploring New York City. Doesn't need to practice, but I'm ready.
All right, good luck, guys.
Wow, wise words from them there. And also calling out their buddies a little bit, saying, hey, JT and Mark said, don't come anywhere near us. But our next duo, we have Michael Dreyer and Myth. Myth being one of the original builders in the community, all about it, getting a little bit in there, all about the dance moves. Myth was the one who pioneered a lot of the initial meta, encouraged people and pumped positivity into the community. Very popular streamer. And then Michael Dreyer is the American actor best known for his roles on Mr. Robot, Deception, and Sneaky Pete. In 2018, he ran the Honolulu Marathon, and he'll be running the New York City Marathon in 2019.
Next up, we have Max Wax Motif, apologize for that, and Musil, the Australian player. The first one, Wax Motif, the Australian DJ and music producer. It has influences from R&B to disco and UK bass, so all over the place, really, for Wax Motif.
Yes,
of course. Musil K, the American YouTuber who's actually based in Sydney, in South Wales. He likes to keep his content humorous. I always think of him as the player who tried to knock somebody off the mountain with a shopping cart in the first pro-am.
He was not successful, just to let you know. But on to our next duo. Alexander is the Japanese-Peruvian actor and model who has so many names that are amazing, but the last of which is Diablo. And then you have Vodka, the Japanese YouTube personality, whose skill level, he says, is as good as some of the best pros around the world. He says sometimes he has a bad mouth, but a gentle heart. It's okay, we'll help you fix up that filter here with a family-friendly audience, but they look excited to be here. And look at those shades on Alexander.
Yeah, those are stylish. I wonder if you can see inside, though. We're going to continue forward. The Japanese players. It's Ellie and Nekukun. Ellie joined us in the last program. He's a Japanese dancer and performer for Japan's #1 boy band, Sandaime J Soul Brothers.
Yes, and he also has a solo rap project where he goes by the name of Crazy Boy. So let's see if he can get crazy on him today. And then Nekukun is his partner, the Japanese Fortnite streamer, who is pumped to be here, excited to take it on. Let's hear what Ellie had to say before the competition.
All right, Ellie, do you have any message for your opponents today?
Okay. I'm from Tokyo. Watch out for Crazy Boy. Sayonara. Bang.
Like we said, got to watch out for the Crazy Boy. He's on a mission, wants to make it happen. Now our next pair is Claire Grant and Jacob. Claire Grant is the American actress, model, and producer who co-founded Team Unicorn, which has made a web series and music video parodies, including Geeky Gamer Girls and All About That Bass. Fun fact, she says her burps have been known to rattle windows. Hey, we got that in common. And then Jacob is a YouTube personality all the way from Poland, here to play some Fortnite.
Speaking of
Tear up the
burps.
stage, and he says he wants to win some money for charity, but he's also just looking to have a good time.
And that he will have for sure. I'm absolutely amazed by that. We're going to continue forward. It's Business Boy and Frizz. Frizz, another Polish streamer who, you know, he enjoys Fortnite. He and his, look at that pink hair. It's awesome. His girlfriend has some as well, so awesome duo there. We'll see if this duo, though, of Business Boy and Frizz can do anything on the stage. Business Boy, the music producer who has worked with artists like Lil Nas X, Party Next Door. He's extremely athletic, as you can tell. We'll see if he can do anything with that athleticism on the stage.
Yes, and he has been called the basketball's Ray before, and now just after them, we have Symphony and Vinny Pergola. Vinny Pergola being one half of the Phantoms duo who's competing today. He was also an actor turned DJ. You might recognize him from shows like That's So Raven, The Bernie Mac Show, and Misbehave. Now, Symphony is looking fantastic today. Definitely showered, got the gel in his hair. All about the streams, the content, and the fast edits. Originally known as the best editor in the West, he pioneered some of those quick resets and go making people look foolish.
Still did it through the entire time in the summer skirmish. To continue through Kyle Catlin from the Phantoms as well. And you heard Sundown say his brother was a teen actor. He was also a teen actor. He played on shows just like the Bernie Mac Show, which we already talked about, and 10 Things I Hate About You. And they became the duo that you know them about. It's the Phantoms. Moving forward as well, his duo partner, Kay. We just saw him perform in the Creative World Cup. And he's a British YouTuber, Twitch streamer, org owner, all this sorts of stuff. He's also known for the meme, you know it. That's insane, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But now our next duo, all the way from down under, trying to prove they're here for you. It will not be easy, but they're hoping that one day they will find peace on the Battle Royale island. Alice in Wonderland is the Australian electronic dance music producer. She has been best known for, well, her most recently, her single Peace, her album Run, and so many amazing things. She sings, plays the cello, and is just a genuine human being. Likes to stress that it's all about positive mental health and being there for the other person. Loser Fruit, a very popular Australian streamer, part of the Click House, which includes multiple of Australian content creators, and she was the first Australian Twitch streamer to hit 1 million followers. And fun fact, she can do a perfect cartwheel.
That's amazing for Loser Fruit there. On the floor still, they're going to grace us with their presence. It's Desmond Chiam and Mr. Fresh Asian. We have a lot to say about Mr. Fresh Asian because he
follow him too.
Participated in almost all the World Cup qualifiers and had just a fun time doing it, and really plays highly in some of them too.
Yes, and he was streaming it the entire time. Got a chance to talk with Desmond last night, the actor, writer, known for the Shannara Chronicles, Magic Camp, and NCIS Los Angeles. He also breakdances under the alias B-Boy Desmond. And back in the day, he used to min-max on EverQuest. We talked about min-maxing earlier in Excuse me?
Let's introduce your new champions at the end of the day. I am WWE superstar Xavier Woods.
And I am YouTube sensation Chris Danker, a.k.a. Chris Danger, a.k.a. Dank Ops.
I have a YouTube channel called Up, Up, Down, Down. And we're almost at 2 million subscribers. So I'd appreciate if everyone watching would subscribe right now. Thank you very much.
And a long time ago, I was on America's Got Talent, and I didn't win, and I'm still salty about it.
I am a 6-time and current reigning WWE World Tag Team Champion!
And not even 3 hours ago, I bought this title at Walmart.
Now, the teams that you're going to see here today all have one celebrity and one professional gamer.
Oh, but not us, baby boy. No.
What you're looking at is not one, but 2 celebrities.
2.
And not one, but 2 professional gamers.
2.
And that is the advantage that we are going to use in order to run wild through our competition.
And at the end of the day, you are looking at the 2019 Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am Champions. Now hit our music. Oh, y'all ain't got music for us? No music. Oh, y'all got, okay. We don't need no music.
Are you serious?
You know what, Xavier? Thank you so much. It seems to now be a tradition. The first Pro-Am, he walked in with CDN the third on his shoulders. The second one, he crowned himself king before the competition, and now he just hops on the line, grabs a microphone, and declares themselves the champs with belts. And also, the disparity between those belts is moderately hilarious.
It is hilarious. And for the next time, can we get them some music, please?
Yeah, I was just about to say that definitely we need the music, because if Xavier's going to be up there, like you don't even see anything happening. But yeah, there's a lot going on. But enough of the interruption. We need to get into the last fifth of the players. It's Liam McIntyre and Lachlan. Lachlan, of course, being the Australian gamer known for posting Fortnite and Minecraft-related content on his self-titled channel, which has earned more than 12 million subscribers, has been around the scene from the beginning, played in the creative before this. Then Liam McIntyre, the Australian actor, best known for playing the lead in 2 of the Spartacus series. He has also appeared in Legend of Hercules, The Flash, Gears of War 4, and Pulse, amongst many other roles. And fun fact, he's never tasted Coca-Cola while you're not messing a whole lot.
Did you hurry up and get to the gaming?
It's Paitamben Joga and Detonator out of Brazil. Paitamben Joga is the Brazilian YouTuber.
Oh, wow.
He actually only played Battle Royale, and he won his very first match. But then, wait, what is that beard?
So, you're looking at the beard. I'm looking at the Brazilian national team, like almost Fighter Lord Detonator, having none of it. They are. You know what? I just want to hear what Detonator has to say, because that is incredible. Everything about that is amazing, and please tell us more.
All right, Detonator, what is the trash talk you have for your opponents?
If you want my opponent,
oh no.
don't do this, because you'll be eliminated by the
She tried not to laugh. Oh shit. He's cracking up. Oh shit. That's hilarious.
Representative is Edukov in Flex Power. Edukov, a 28-year-old Brazilian YouTuber, recently moved to the U.S. to improve his English and currently lives in Florida. On top of his hyper-successful daily vlog showing his day-to-day activity, he streams games like Fortnite and Minecraft. And the Flex Power, content creator who also came from Brazil, has played in a number of big competitions, has been around, and he knows his way around the competitive community.
Moving on forward, it's Kalmora and Kalango. Kalango, the Brazilian YouTuber, so we're continuing on the Brazilians. And Fortnite player, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be here. He's only been a pro for 4 months, but he says he's somebody to look out for.
Is that comfortable?
Yes, and Kalmora is the businessman, podcaster, and musician. He's been creating content for almost 10 years, and recently just did his own talk show. Just after that, we have PC Siqueira in 7. PC Siqueira is the Brazilian YouTuber, presenter, and comic book colorist. He makes a lot of content for the TV and online, and he has a famous Chihuahua, and his name is Luna. And now after that, you have 7, the Latin American YouTuber who looks pumped to be here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to need that crutch, but his back hurts? Oh, okay, I got you. It's an old joke. Dr. Lupo, maybe you got that one. It was a little over my head, but you can see 7 looking to rep, excited to be here. I've seen they've been putting time in the practice room, so they're taking this seriously.
Gracing us on the floor with their presence, it's Jeremy Ray Taylor and Sluggo Man. Jeremy Ray Taylor.
Sluggo Man.
Known for his role as Ben Hanscom in Stephen King's It, and as Sonny in the film Goosebumps 2.
I absolutely loved him in It. Plays a fantastic character. Will be back as well. And then you have Sluggo Man, they're an English content creator who makes gaming videos and posts real-life videos such as challenges and QAs. As a kid, he hated slugs, so he made his name Slogo man all about it. He calls his fans the Slugs, Slogo Army, and Sloganators, and he has a big interest in psychology and played rugby in college.
The guys that Wildcat warned to stay on the edge of the mat. It's JT Brown, and I'm Marksman. I'm Marksman, one of the players who has been around.
I am about to turn this off. Introduction is way too long.
Do some stuff at the pro-am here.
And now this is JT Brown's third pro-am. The pro NHL player is looking to make waves. He's become a big Twitch streamer and being involved in the community, and he gets a lot of the other NHL guys involved in. It's a great thing with his organization as well, bringing athletes into the world of competitive gaming. There are a pair to look out for because Marksman has competed on basically every level of the game, and he knows how to pull out some tricky plays.
Speaking of tricky plays, another duo that's experienced both at the pro-am and the competitive scene is Mackenzie Bourne and Fear Itself.
Yes, Mackenzie Boyd is the American singer-songwriter originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. He competed in the last Creative Showdown on the Chicken Champions, had amazing plays, also known for his song Roses in Little Half Moon, competed on American Idol. Fear Itself, the former retired professional Halo player, somebody I grew up watching and seeing like, wow, competing on that main stage, has played on teams like Final Boss. He named himself after Franklin Delano Roosevelt's speech because we thought it sounded cool. Now on to our next duo baller. It's Joey Fatone, an expert thief.
Joey Fatone, a lot of people. He's the American singer, dancer, actor, and television personality, best known as the member of the classic boy band NSYNC. 2007, he came in second place in the ABC reality show Dancing with the Stars. Joey says he loves VR games and plays them with people all over the world.
Expert thief. I used to watch his stand-up.
This ain't a VR game, and it ain't 3 a.m.
No, but he has great footwork and expert thief, the YouTube gamer and rapper.
He always does like a Bible verse at the end of his stream. I think that's him.
He's been creating content for 13 years, doing vlogs, skits, and more. And we had an opportunity to catch up with him and hear what he had to say before they took the stage.
All right, expert thief, do you have a message for your opponents today?
All I'm going to say is watch your back, because I'm going to be right behind you, and I know how you build, and I know how you play. I've been studying, okay? And I'm really sneaky. That's all I'm going to say. All right? This is especially to you, Tifu.
What I find funny about
I didn't
that
show
is
Tifu yet.
pulling out
Well, at least
Tifu
I haven't
when
seen
he was
him.
on, Tifu was right over his shoulder, and he started nodding when he said, "That's for you, Tifu." It's like Tifu was like, "Yeah, come get some. Let's go." But onto one of our last duo pairings, we have Edwin Hodge and I Fraps. Fraps is the German YouTuber who's been around the scene for a long time, makes a ton of content. And Edward Hodge, the actor, best known as playing Dante Bishop in the Purge film series. Break the Dancers out right there. And is the only actor to appear in all of the 3 films, and he said he took both.
See what they have to do and whether those golf skills translate, whether Fraps can carry through with his experience on YouTube and creating content and all sorts of creative stuff as well.
And I mean, he has been around since quite literally the very beginning. We're talking season 1, season 2, making content over in Germany. He's been all about it and pressing forward. And I mean, this group, this entire pairings, all of them are so fun to be around in their own way. And when they all will interact on the island, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some of the starting island shenanigans that happened before, and I'm just pumped for when we get out there and to see how some of these players interact, because you can already tell there's some bad blood out there. There's some people calling each other out. You got Marksman and Wildcat right away. Edwin Hodge calling out Tifu. Like they're saying, no, we're coming for it. I've also seen a number of these pairs. Hey, One Shot Girl and Chandler, they were in the practice room every single opportunity they got. They were down there. They were playing duos. They're doing everything they can. Call-outs were there. I mean, you know Nick is going to bring his own as well. Nick A30 played and competed with One Shot Girl in the Creative Showdown. I mean, he's pumped to be here.
Yeah, he's pumped to be there. We also have all sorts of players who competed last month at the Summer Block Party. Aiden, his partner, a lot of other people as well. Tons of pro players, tons of celebrities. You're going to have a blast watching this. I can't wait to get in the action as well.
And I mean, one thing you think of just like some of the DJs who are out there. Lost Kings, Phantoms, Alice in Wonderland, Waxmo Teeth, just like all of these guys. I know just naming some of them, well, I'm a little little more familiar with and listen to, but I just am so excited. And plus, all the active, we got basketball players, and I don't want to say more importantly, but all of the Fortnite players as well, who are so incredible. And oh my, what is that? Oh, okay, so that is your reigning Pro-Am Champions. Pro-Am number 1, Marshmallow and Ninja, and then Airwalks and RO Prime on the other side. The winners from the Summer Block Party. And I mean, they're allowed to win a circle.
All right, winner circle. Zeke there too. See what they have for us, of course. Everybody ready to get the Pro-Am started.
They're ready to get it started, but not without these two marquee pairs. And just listen to the crowd. They're excited to be there. They're ready to play. These are people who are at the top of their game. Airrock qualified for the World Cup. RL Crime is out there. Ninja and Marshmallow, the original pop-off pair, and they're able to take the first Pro-Am. Zeke, what do you got for us over on the stage with our reigning champions?
Gentlemen, Fortnite fans around the world, we couldn't do this without our reigning Pro-Am champions. The Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions, Airwax and Prime. Gentlemen, any words to your competition? Your 2018 Pro-Am champions, Ninja and Marshmallow. The duo is back together. Ninja, I'll come to you. Well, I know you don't like to talk, but any words for...
You know, we just want to say good luck to you guys as well, to everyone who's participating, and you know, I hope we end up making the finals for the last games.
There you have it. Gentlemen, if you'll take the stage, Pro-Am is about to begin.
Is it finally about to start? Or not? Or no?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fortnite Pro-Am Part 3. I'm Golden Boy alongside with my
it's finally about to happen.
boys back in our hometown of New York City. And we couldn't be more excited to call the action here today. This is going to be a good one. The players loaded up on the stage. Monster, I think we're going to be in for a banger today.
Yes, we are. Banger like that track. Mike Realm just dropped some beats on us. That was so fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, you know, little warm for me. Good thing I had some pancakes standing by, you know.
We got all kinds of stuff ready for you guys today, that's for sure.
I've known Xavier Woods for a very long time, and I've always asked him, where do you keep getting these pancakes from? So I finally decided to steal some for myself. myself, they're going to go bad eventually, but might as well. Have a stack of pancakes.
Yep,
You're my friend.
And we got them here, and we're ready. So, just
All
like
right.
that.
Well, let's go through the format and see how this whole thing's going to work. Get you guys up to speed in case you're joining us for the first time. This is how it all plays out. When you hit 15th place, you get yourself 3 points. When you get to 10th place, you get 2 additional points, making it 5 points total. When you get to the top 5, you'll get 7 points there, and a victory royale will grant you 10 points total. But here's the big one. Each elimination will be 1 point. So players can look to really rack up some points in these games, kind of like what Airwax did last forum at the Summer Block Party.
That's right. We watched Airwax come out here, which I had the pleasure of being on the mic for, and it was super intense, showing that he is here for a reason at the World Cup stage. It's not only that, he qualified.
That's right. He qualified. His talent is something that we all have to take note of. He certainly is going to be one of those players that we look at on that stage and you think is going to be a threat to each and every one of the duos that are going to be in that island. They got some formidable threats out there as well. The crowd, they cheer for Tifu, they cheer for Aiden, Cloaksy as well. There's some great players that are going to be out there. And to top it off, they got some great duos to support them as well. That's going to be the difference maker here, Monster.
That's
because
right.
every time we do one of these pro-ams, it's always about that duo partner, right? Like, how do they complement their team?
Exactly. And with that, is it going to be enough? Because they're fighting for a lot of prize here. So we're going to jump into that and see if that duo can carry all the way through.
That's right. The money that they're going to be playing for here today is for charity. Keep that in mind. So let's take a look here. First place is going to get $1 million toward the charity of their choice. Second through 15th, everyone's getting it. Okay, and no one's going to walk away empty-handed. You're 500 grand for second place. So the difference between first and second is $500,000 going to charity. That's huge stuff. Fortnite constantly giving back to the community. And here's the thing. The reality of it all is that we could very well see, given how this format works, a new champion. There could be a new duo that is going to be walking on that winner circle. It may not be Marshmallow, it may not be Ninja. 2018, Fortnite was played in a very different way.
That's right.
And then Airwax with that dominating performance last time. One has to wonder, Monster, could he repeat that again? Look at the people out there in the crowd chilling out, having a good time. They don't want to be seen on camera. I respect that.
Wave.
I feel bad.
See us on you.
I feel bad because I know a lot of people don't want to see me on camera because this shirt's probably killing your eyes right now.
Or both of our clothes are just screaming out.
I look good. My mama told me I look good. She's in the house, so I figured I'd do that there. Have fun with it, right? Why not? We're going to get started with the game here in a little bit, folks, and we're obviously looking forward to seeing these players take the stage. But we do that. We actually have Aiden standing by with his duo. Pookie, what you got for me?
Thank you so much, GB. I can assure you, you guys both look great. I can see you from all the way over here, but I am joined by Aiden and Robert Abbassy from Lost Kings. They came in second place at the Summer Pro-Am, so you can bet they are here to take first place today. Have you two practiced at all?
Yeah, we talk a lot, so we have a good idea what we're going to do. And especially playing in the last one, we're familiar with each other, which I think helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Having that team synergy definitely helps. Now, Aiden, you are no stranger to playing in LAN environments. This one's a little bit different. Who do you have with you here today?
I have my mom and my dad, my girlfriend, and my 5 mods. I hear them screaming back there. I love you guys.
That's incredible. You have such an amazing support system now. You guys are playing for charity. This is a massive event. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's an honor to be here, and the fact that Epic Games provides everybody with the opportunity to play, and for charity and just make money for themselves. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm honored to be playing for Wounded Warriors, and I'm just gonna enjoy this moment. It's great.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just one more for you. Now you are a DJ duo. Is your counterpart at home watching right now, or is he here?
He's playing. So my duo partner is playing with his duo partner for the World Cup tomorrow. So we're about to take over.
Interesting how that worked out, isn't it?
Yeah, it may have been set up.
May have been, definitely. Well, good luck today, guys. I will definitely be rooting for you. GB and Monster, back to the desk.
Always a pleasure to hear from him. I remember meeting Robert Abisi last Pro-Am, and he was so into it. He said, I just want to go home now and just practice. And we talk about picks to win. And second place last summer block party at that Pro-Am, as we had mentioned, was Aiden and Robert Abisi. You know what? I'm going to make a bold proclamation here, Monster. I think they're going to take it. I think Aiden and Robert Avisi are going to take this year's Pro-Am.
Well, I'm going to have to, you know, stagger that and bring back, I don't know, maybe an old rivalry, because this time, yeah, we have Nick Merckx here. How about I put my money on Nick Merckx, and you put your money on Aiden if you want to do that?
Okay, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Well, one player here that everyone obviously wants to see succeed is Tfue. We actually had an opportunity to get some words from him. Check it out.
Hey, my name's Turner, aka Tfue. I'm playing the Pro-Am with my teammate Nav. I've been kind of friends with him for a while. I've only played with him a few times, but I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty hyped, I'm excited.
This traps. Wait. Trying to sneak him in. Can you get him to drop? What is that angle?
Basically, we're just going to try to take down everyone we can. You know, we're going to play really aggressive throughout the whole thing, looking for the weaker players, I guess you could say. The biggest threat is probably, once again, Closey. I said this last Pro-Am. He's really the only big threat that I see here. Airwalks, that guy's a bot. Ninja, a bot. Closey's hype, but me and Nav are going to stomp them all. My current favorite weapon is probably the combat, just because it's so versatile. You can use it close range, medium range, even long range in some instances. You need to, you know, pick somebody's health off little by little. I'm donating to the Action Sports Foundation. Basically, what they do is they help special needs and handicapped people with, you know, physical therapy, action sports, like whether it be skateboarding or riding, you know skate park in a wheelchair or anything really. My experience in New York so far has been pretty dope. You know, I haven't really met too many people yet, but I'm excited to meet all the people who come from different countries, even people that just came up on the scene that are new that I became friends with over the past few months. So I'm pretty excited to meet all of them, have a good time. Other than that, you know, I'm ready.
Tfue had a lot of strong words for his opponents. And it can, you know, calling Ninja and Airwalks a bot after they had won Pro-Ams and he hasn't. Some bold words there, Monster.
You gotta love Tfue. Always ready to paint a story, create a rivalry, right? And just make it interesting. I mean, you look at the way he's dressed. He's got his vest on.
He's ready.
Seems serious.
He's clearly ready. And I know everyone here wants to get ready and into the games. And we also want to let you all know as well that there are going to be numerous ways for you to watch this very competition, Fortnite Pro-Am. All you got to do is go to Fortnite.com/watch. There you can actually pick a variety of different POVs. You can see the map. You can see a bunch of cool things. Definitely check it out. Once again, go to Fortnite.com/watch. There we go. You can level up your viewing experience. And then we also have a lot going on here as well. So here are the feats. This is what you're going to look at, right? So you will, in feat 1 and feat 2, you'll get the first, second place players. But then feat 3, you're going to get Ninja and Marshmallow. And then in feat 4, you're going to get Airwalks and Gnarl Grind. So this way you can see our defending champions in their perspective and how they're going to coordinate. You also got Nick at 30, Max Carver. Let's not forget about Courage and Sean O'Malley, Doigby, and Cody Walker. And then in the Latin American community, you're going to have Flake's Power and Anderson Silva. So lots of great perspective there. Also Asia as well as going to be Ellie and Israel. So there's going to be a bunch of perspectives for you to check out. Fortnite.com/watch. Don't forget about that. And have some fun. Have some fun watching this event.
Which, by the way, I love, because if you're a fan of any of those guys, you can literally see their points of interest, which is super cool.
Yeah, exactly. You can learn from some of the best that play this game, especially the Fortnite content creators, see where they go. A lot of the players now are going to be on the island, loading up, getting ready to go. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I want to get into this already. And I know we're going to get there eventually. But, you know, a little anxious, of course. And I have to wonder, you know, what other duos are going to be standing out? Because Tfue had mentioned Closey, him and Whit Lowry. They have the potential to be able to upset some people here, but he didn't really do it in the last Pro-Am. Closey was kind of quiet at that event. I want to see him turn up, especially here in New York City, because, you know, he lives like right here.
Yeah, you know, and I'm also excited for Yoshi. Yoshi represents, you know, on the Team Solari cast. It's a pleasure seeing him come out here. We always see him commentate, but you know what? Someone representing from a commentator stance out here playing. So I'm gonna be rooting for Yoshi and Freddie Estroma as well. And the French community loves him. Always got to give him some extra props.
You saw for a second there, Courage and Dr. Lupo right next to one another. So perhaps there could be some shenanigans, maybe sabotage.
Well,
they actually even slammed Tim the Tapman over to the left of Lupo as well. So that's an interesting lineup right there.
You never keep them separate.
No.
You know, you never keep them separate. You're also going to have a lot of controller players playing too. And while control players, obviously in control gang, always going to represent. I want to see how they play out. I think we got a few pro control players like Aiden, who I had picked before. That's right. Get into a box, really cause a ruckus, especially for the pro players. Aiden has qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in the duo side. Airwalks as well, another dominant player. We have a lot of players here that have qualified for the big event, and they're going to look to prove a point, I think, which is going to be the best part. Not only because they're going to play in that competition, but they're also going to get this warm-up opportunity in front of this crowd here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. They have a little bit of an advantage.
You know, at the end of the day, as long as they feel prepared, that's what we love and want to see. But like you said, there is a lot riding on the line here, right? It's all about earning that respect and or keeping it. Because at the end of the day, there's some trophies for us.
Yeah, pretty awesome trophies there. The golden crate pickaxe that we've given out in the past. See players warming up, getting ready, getting comfortable. A few other duos to talk about was Pi and Detonator. Detonator, I don't know what that video was, but it made me mildly uncomfortable. So, and the fact that he's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, you know, he came out, you know, got the couple buttons down in the front, you know, letting it breathe.
Yeah, letting it breathe a lot. I don't know. That one certainly threw me out. There's Marshmallow. You know, he doesn't really like to talk that much, so I wonder how he's going to communicate with Ninja. They've done it once before, though. They've done it once before. Certainly they can do it again.
A couple emotes right there for Marshmallow, so maybe he'll just be playing right there, showing off the controller. Yeah, that's right. Give him a little ring. Making sure it's all good.
He's playing with Ninja.
He's going to let the gameplay and the moves do the talk.
I appreciate that he's also going to be using his own skin as well. So.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to. If you have a skin in the game, you got to go for it.
Well, ego boost right there, you know?
Yeah, that's a protection.
It works.
Yeah, it's your pick.
Hey, I had to. You went with Aiden. I figured
I know Papa Nick Burks, who's out there, probably got really mad at me that I didn't pick Nick to win. But it's okay though. It's all for the storylines. Hopefully he understands it. Nick 830, most positive human being. You play with Nick 830 a lot?
All the time.
What does he bring to the table?
Oh, he's a legend. I mean, as long as he can keep his cool, not get in his head. Nick, I know you hear us from here. Just stay calm and do what you do, man. He's such a great player. Love to see him come out and shine.
Yeah.
Once or twice in a Pro-Am today would be fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He wanted to create a showdown at the Summer Block Party.
He's had his moments of greatness.
He has. So clearly capable of being able to do this, being able to win on the big stage in front of a crowd. There's Detonator again. Just, you know,
he looks so ready.
And you know, I'm actually impressed playing with a keyboard and mouse. I thought that Detonator would have his own custom controller with spikes on it. Okay. There's a lot of dialogue being exchanged there. Also, talk about Detonator's bangs. Man, nailed that one. I'll never be able to have that. Ever. That's a hard one.
Looks like he's
Is he gonna get his own teammate as well?
Yeah, definitely.
At some point. There's Ewok Jordan Fisher. This is a duo that actually I think is going to be very, very good in this one because Jordan told me yesterday they've been practicing, they've been putting in the work, and I think that's a squad that can go very, very far. Very, very far. Well, while we get ready and get things started up here, folks, we have another interview on the stage. We got Mackenzie Borg along with my buddy, Fear itself, with Pookie. What's going on?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am just all over the place today. I'm having a chance to talk to some incredible players. That is absolutely right. I am down here with Mackenzie Borg and Fear itself. Now, I have to be honest, you don't really put off a very fearful vibe, so we're going to have to work on that. You got to get the eyes, you know? It's all about the eyes. But you are no stranger to events like this. Going into today, how are you going to carry your previous experience into the event today?
It is true. I'm a little bit of an old man, a veteran in the game. I mean, I was doing this 15 years ago in much smaller stadiums, but it's all the same. Having like in-person LAN experience is very key in this atmosphere. So I'm just gonna like channel that inner professional gamer from when I was a young buck back in the day, and hopefully it shows. You know.
Love it so much. Now you, Mackenzie, on the other hand, you have performed on the big stage multiple times. You are a contestant on American Idol, so you are not nervous at all, but I want to know, have you ever played Fortnite? I mean, you were in the other program, but playing Fortnite in front of all these people, it's got to be different than singing.
Yeah, it's much different. I feel like singing in front of a lot of people, I'm comfortable. With a guitar, I'm like super chill, but here it's like, just don't want to let fear down, and we're trying to do well.
We have a few musical emotes, so if anything gets a little bit too crazy for you at any moment in time, maybe you can play those for him and calm him down a little bit. That might help. Now, have you two played together at all? Do you have any kind of strategy going into today?
We practice a total of about an hour before this event, so we got all the practice, all the strats in the world. Don't you worry about it, Pookie.
Oh, and you just, I guess, don't want to tell me about it, right?
Yeah, top secret stuff.
Goodness, all right. I might be able to get a little bit out of you later. But in terms of, taking your experience from the previous program that you just played in the summer, what are you going to do the same, differently? Anything you're going to want to tell me about?
I think I'm more prepared now for the chaos and the hecticness between like the crowd, the subwoofers in the stage, and just the overall volume. It's not like sitting on my couch at home playing Fortnite. It's a completely different experience.
It's definitely different. I mean, if you want to put your feet up at one point, we can get you some Cheetos or something. It'll be great.
I'm trying to get into the more serious mode right now. I'm flipping the switch, and Fear's got the switch too. We're switching it.
Goodness, well, you guys heard it here first. These guys are locked in, so I'm going to let them get a little bit more practice. Golden Boy and Monster, back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Boogie, for that one for itself. I've had an opportunity of commentating many of his victories in the past across a variety of games. He's humble. He goes up there and he's humble, but this guy, when he needs to pull off big wins, he certainly can do it. And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe. When you're playing out there, the bass, just the feeling, it is substantially different than chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. Maybe after a couple times in the ring, you can pull it all together. That's what I'm hoping for someone like Nick 830 as well, right? You've been in this situation before with enough experience. I really think they can overcome it.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy, positive monster. You love to see it happen.
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously, I heard you in the creator showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about
We're not
the
going to go back
past
to that.
here,
We're not going to go back to the past.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by our team in the back that the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really all I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have any pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high. And I picked it up. It is actually a very, very heavy belt. It is a heavy belt.
Had the opportunity right here. I totally should lift it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game, the moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go.
Finally.
It starts right now. Here we go.
I love
that. Looks awesome.
Battle bus. It looks so great right there. Just take a look. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because it's going to be crazy. We're going to crown one of these guys, either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So I hope it's not him.
You have to be careful. They're on the same side of the stage now. It might just fly.
Sure. And as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right? Shy's gonna hate me. Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. So then the other half of the Girthquake. There's Tim the Tap Man. they're going to land over by Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms, a great spot to land, Monster. Tons of loot, tons of resources, great rotational opportunities from there as well.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim Matame and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house, specifically known as the John Wick Mansion, down in the basement, there's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to Westworld, is what we like to call it, over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of scripture.
And you got Oscar Lords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tech SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Rebel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weak in there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage. It's going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Rebel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. I think that might be the first elim that goes through.
The first was Sinu, who actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch on it, unfortunately, but that was the first elim.
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh,
right
man, we
away.
really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over.
That's
right?
not Facebook.
The reboot card, you can come back here. But for now, Walking Nick is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. We're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow. This is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use to get out of there too.
Yep, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But, you know, what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, his sprint and competitive strategy, right? The Lazy Lagoon, that is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. There's going to be a duo over to the north, say northwest, and also someone way up in the tippy north there. As we make our way now down forward toward Lucky Landing, we're going to have Sino here along with King.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Sino and O-King. Let me tell you guys right now, do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we flew out to and covered over there. They are dangerous.
Well, you're hyping them up here, but unfortunately they're going to be taking some damage from the stinks, having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green health bar. Not what you want to see happen here. Player, though, is going to be tucked away in the corner. And King and Sino, they're the two top players. They know how to work together here, try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here, a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 830 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. Mackenzie's out of it. And then King and Sino just going to get, King's just going to get out of there.
Wanted that pressure, but you know what? Figured the team that's working together is definitely a dangerous one. And we touched base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. Looks like his partner Freddy is down here. He's off. He's on a quad. Can he get away? No, he has.
Get away! Oh no!
No, Freddy's here.
Marksman. Oh, and he
let you out.
He tagged up the quad a few times. Didn't manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided that there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. He just such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Gonna have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and we're gonna be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
It converted right there, and a little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his reticule so that his crosshair kind of tightens up, just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. So many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro game, right? You have the pros, and you have your celebrity counterparts helping him out, and Marksman showing that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's confidently ready to push as well. Right?
Exactly, and then we saw Ninja and Marshmallow there on the corner of your screen for a moment. Continuing to loot up, players pushing around the side here. This is going to be coming from the west. JT Brown, looking to get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe get a connection perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Yes, Yes, I love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence, too. You can tell in the movements. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single tournament that we've had. So no stranger here to this big stage. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. You got to think about this, the storm, as it pushes on in. Now these players, you're going to take a little bit of damage here, but you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Jump Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle's going to be pushing in, centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yeah, Slogo Man does not want to play around here. He does not have anything to heal with in this moment. He has a glider redeployment. He can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, knows that Bai También.
You did better. I didn't even try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but coming over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent. You got the capability. I respect it.
I can pull it.
I know you can. All right. So Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the Summer Block Party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. And with the Mauler and the Shadow Bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. No players are going to be around here as well. Ewok just tagged him. Take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you need to use your words. You just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly. That's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. She's going to lay down some fire. Didn't quite connect, but it's all good. Can she get a couple more shots? They catch an advantage. We saw what she did last time to Jordan Fisher in the previous 2019 Pro-Am, right? The last one that just passed by where she made her debut. She pushed all the way across the field.
Ewok gets very aggressive.
She will get down.
That's what Ewok did in that last Pro-Am, but now we're going over to Neo Tilted. One shot girl Chandler Riggs. You can see Kyle K and Kyle Kaplan up above. There's K. Crowd pop for him. He didn't come out. Kyle Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on as well.
Not trying to throw us off.
You know, honestly, that's like, I wouldn't use this, right? If you wear this fit, you're tempting other people to be like, dude, that's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there, buddy.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I'll push right now.
Exactly. You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players see and like, wait. If a lot of people who have studied Ninja's gameplay know that he is going to go over to that lazy lagoon area. We make our way now to the lava areas near Pressure Planet. This is where Marshmallow and Ninja are. And there hasn't been a lot of activity right now. It's been a little bit of a slower game, but that's what I like to see, right? You and I, we've been casting endgame after endgame after endgame in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier. So it's nice to see some strategy, some rotations go into place here, and players really being methodical where they're going to push at what point in time. And Ninja, he's getting ambitious with these shots, managing to connect that infantry rifle, the purple infantry rifle.
Ninja actually one of the advocates for playing with weapons that are not necessarily popular or cool at the moment, tends to play with things that are different. So before infantry kind of, rose in popularity after the changes, he was already running it, deeming it one of his favorite weapons to kind of play with.
He's always been like that in any game that he plays. I remember many times casting it, Halo or any other title. He always goes for the road less traveled and does a lot of damage there with that infantry rifle. Look at these players as they fly about through the jet streams. Myth on the other side as well. Duo there. Oh no, Tim the Tatman. No, Tim, no, Tim. And he landed extra.
Ninja got him.
He got picked off from the sky.
I don't want to say it, but he was literally swatted like a fly right there.
Oh, that was
too easy. Taken right out. Tim the Tatman goes down.
There's no friendships here in the Pro-Am, people. Ninja makes Tim the Tatman pay. It's a wide target, and he's going to hit him.
All right, so here he has his ball. He's going to get bunch of extra goodies. And oh no, Ninja's ball actually flew off into the steam vent. It's gone.
Yeah, I think he ended up going with it. Hopefully he did. Yeah, so he ends up getting the ball right on back. Just looking around. So he doesn't know, obviously, that there's going to be a duel right next to him. A lot of players are starting to convene here by pressure plant. This is where the circles are going to start to fly. And then keep in mind, this lava, when you get to those final circles and you have to go over that lava, it can be your worst enemy or even your best friend, because you can traverse the lava very quickly, but sometimes it can throw you off. And for more unexperienced players or inexperienced players, apologies, that can certainly throw them for a loop.
Yeah, it could definitely end up also just like splitting up the team, right? And causing some chaos that way. But man, the fact that Ninja's able to just openly hold this area right outside the map.
Wrecking people with this.
Yeah, look, there's another player right out the sky, right there. David Williams goes down.
Time to go collect. Time to go collect.
Go get that expensive NYC rent right there, Ninja. Go pick it up, because he's collected right here.
Oh man, he's been just swatting these players out of the sky. Tifu's going to be in a fight right now, though. Having to deal with this, going to use the shockwave grenade to get out of the engagement, reset himself. We'll have plenty of builds to work with as well. We'll also have those chug splashes for him and his teammate if he needs to use it. It's going to be Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This is a huge battle that's going to be taking place here. Tifu has the angle. He has a perspective. And with that combat shotgun, he can hit him from a distance as well. On the screen, you see Nick 830 gets eliminated, so he's going to be out of the game. But for now, all eyes are going to be set here on Tifu and this engagement with Jordan Fisher and Ewok.
Yeah, he actually had to back up. Someone storm flipped right at him, forcing him out of that area. But lucky for him, he does have plenty of shockwaves to make us on the move. And Ewok actually gets pelted down a few more times there.
Yeah, that's not good, because they're going to go down low, and they know exactly where they are. So they just can wait this one out.
Let me tell you right now, for every little bit of advantage Tifu gains here, the more unlikely it is that Ewok and Jordan Fisher are going to get out alive. And that's it. I think he's got his confidence all the way up. He knows he needs this loot here.
He has natural high ground. Their backs are against the storm wall. They're going to start to push up, but they're going to use the shockwave to fly out of there.
It's just one, though. He only saw one, so there it is. Oh, no.
He's kind of trapped there. Hidden. And he's waiting for us. Let's get a tag him with the combat. So much damage being put forward. Tifu now going to be on the run. This is what Tifu does best when he's in your face. Oh, when he gets chunked, he's going to lose a lot of health there. Now going to be sitting at 35 HP and had to get out of there. Going to use those shockwave grenades. The movement that you get with that utility is huge.
It was actually Jordan Fisher who came back to rescue Ewok, and it was just enough to back off Tifu. And now the entire battle's been reset. Everyone's in a danger zone here.
He really is the perfect human being. He really is. There goes the jet stream. Ewok gets out. Jordan Fisher's taking damage, people. He's got to get out of that. Manages to fly on out of there. Now, the concern I have for Ewok and Jordan Fisher, they got to get back together.
Yeah, but not only that, Tifu knows he has to get an elimination here. They are desperate. They're in shambles for gear here. And an artillery strike actually being rained down. Tifu is forced to be on defense. He's far from his teammate Nav. But look, Edwin Hodge and Krauts right here. They don't have health either. This is the perfect opportunity for Tifu.
A lot of players are going to be very, very weak. And he gets an elimination on Edwin Hodge. It's going to be Tifu's fourth elimination. Nav has 2 of his own, 6 points total.
Oh, there was a trap there!
You never suspect the trap, Tifu! Oh my word! He is disgusted with what he just saw. Nav should be able to get him though, and they'll get back into this. He does have launch pads, so they can use that to get back into a safe position, but they don't have heals, Monster.
Yes, he does. He actually has 2 campfires in his inventory.
Oh, well, he doesn't have shields.
Yeah, but he has to get to zone ASAP. Airwalks, a previous reigning champ so far in RL Grime, are going to push someone off here. And oh boy, this is the Pro-Am. It's starting to heat up here.
That is going to get clipped so many times.
Absolutely.
Tifu hitting the trap. Never expect.
Imagine catching a nice little 2-piece and then walking into a trap. That was perfect.
There goes your summer block party winners, Airwalks and RL Grime, sitting on top of their, let's say, hodgepodge constructed tower here. Then Tifu, right next to Allier. Boy, does he have a video for you.
Tifu has not popped these double campfires. Oh, actually just keeping it going.
That shot from Tifu, clinical. Combat shotty, that thing's going to tag you from what sometimes it feels like a mile away. This player's going to be behind this tree here in Tifu season. Tifu on. Easy pickings. veteran. The tree goes down, no more protection for him, but the shadow bomb is going to be used. You see that player flipping away on out of there, doing all the flippy stuff.
Actually love it as well. He sent Nav in because Nav had the materials and the health advantage there to kind of lead the way, but now they're both in a desperate situation. See if he can force to just get some farm in here. He's going to try and get what he can off the bunker. Ninja still in the same spot just outside the volcano vents.
No reason for him to leave when he's hitting the shots the way that he has been with the infantry rifle. Your 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am champion. Marshmallow going in for the shot there. Player's going to be picked off from this guy. This is going to be Sinnoh against Muso. Oh, man, that's rough.
Sinnoh makes it to endgame with O-King. Like I said, they're going to be a troublesome duo. There's still tons of excellent players left in the game here. See Whit Lottery down below. He's closing nearby. Uh-oh, Ninja's actually super hurt now. I think he just received a snipe.
Yeah, so Ninja's going to be in a rough spot, but we actually did catch one of his other shots earlier on. That was going to be on Michael Dreyer. That was Elim number 4. Now, though, Ninja getting back to a fighting position. Hit again.
This is rough for Ninja.
Saw Campfire.
Saw Myth there. Saw Nick Merckx.
A lot of good players.
Competitive players nearby, that's right.
Cloak is still going to be in this match. Marksman still in the game as well. Airwalks, as we had mentioned earlier, Wildcat there. Everyone gathered together here, right in between Dustin Divin and Mega Ball. Nick Merckx only with 1 elimination. When you get down to 15th place, that's when the placement points start to go through. There you see it right there, the format, how it works. Every elimination that these duos get is going to earn them 1 point, but when we hit 15th place, that's when you're going to start getting those placement points.
And look right there, Myth just ended Ninja up above in a battle, and Marshmallow's off to fend for himself as he impulsed out of the battle. And it looks like has to make a big decision here. Yep, he says, you know what, I'm going to get to zone, and it's time to leave Ninja's card behind. There's nothing he can do but play for placement at this point, as he goes straight for the high ground.
Marshmallow does manage to get up top there, and some great quick building is going to keep him safe for the time being. Can't get his card, and bear in mind, when you look at the circle, we're heading to that half in, half out circle. Movement's going to start to happen here. Players are going to have to start thinking about those pushes, the rotations, and also who is going to be gatekeeping, preventing these solo players, perhaps, from getting in.
Sinnoh, 6 eliminations. That is a ton of elimination. Elim's matter for points, guys, just as much as placement does. For every single person that gets taken out here, Sinnoh is 1 step closer to grabbing a nice lead. There's a great shot there. Someone's pushing up. Oh, it's his teammate. Okay, really disengaged right there. All right, time to refocus. Oh, he's looking in the distance here. He sees Cody Walker, Yoshi, a new cop right there. Yoshi pops something. Looks like he had an impulse. He gets in the zone there. Cody Walker also goes down to Sinnoh. Edukot gets knocked as well. Who's that? It's going to be another. Sinnoh's placement is so good here. Mr. Fresh Asian.
That's 8 eliminations for Sinnoh. They're going to be at 21, and I think I just saw it there that Marshmallow eliminated Dr. Lupo.
Wow.
We have a replay of it. There you go, Lupo. Don't say I didn't love you. Oh, he clotheslined him, baby. Hit him with a running lariat. Dr. Lupo, you ain't nothing to Marshmallow. Love it. Way to go, Marshmallow. Keeping the dream alive for him and his duo.
So good, even with no health.
I'm okay with
no health, he's still in it though. One shot girl, poised right above him. Sinnoh could very well take this. He's got this ultimate high ground here with O-King.
They're playing this one like it's a qualifier lobby, man. They got that high ground. They're raining down the shots. 9 eliminations for Sinnoh. O-King providing the support, and they're just going to continue to tarp with the floor, with the pyramid, so that they can own this high ground presence. Any players that are going to be flying in the sky, they're going to punish them with their ARs and the combat shotties if need be.
You're going to need an aerial license or something like that. They're not going to let anyone fly for free here.
No, they're not.
Blake's power gets taken out to the zone, but just enough damage from O-King is going to allow him to secure that one here, as everyone is off against the storm, trying their best to get to the next spot here. Take a look at O-King's perspective. He's got a minigun way on top.
Man, the minigun shredding them. You got to be careful though for that storm. Look how much damage it's going to be taking O-King.
Someone's actually above him, I believe. Look, he tried to break that right there. Yeah, it's
Myth. It's Myth and Cloak are going to be engaging in this fight. Sinnoh plays that defense, protecting his teammate. Cloak is going to have a smidgen of health remaining. He's going to go right on top of Sinnoh and O'King. Chigwa just picked off one, and that's going to be Elam, number 10, on to Cloak. 11 as well will be registered. That's 11 points. We're also going to be in placement here, Monster.
Wait a second, are we still on the first game? Hold up. It's going down here.
Courage is still going to be in this one, as well as Myth. Look at the play field, and look who is left. Wildcat alongside with JT Brown. You're going to have Jelty there as well. iFaris, Myth, he's taking a lot of damage outside of the storm, and Myth is going to be out of it. But Courage is still in the game, folks. A possibility for him to get this first game win, but I don't know if Sinnoh and O'King are going to let him have it.
No, they're not. Not for free, at least here, as Sinnoh's landing more shots on his opponents here. He is running low on materials this time around, though. 500 mats. In comes the pressure. Will we finally give up this placement? Will he jump down to commit to this battle here? There's only 4 players left.
We're now down to the final moments of game number 1. O'King is going to be out. It is all up to Sinnoh here. Wildcat down low. He takes the shot, and it's Sinnoh with a victory royale. Game 1 domination from the
Korean dude.
and they never let him come off ground. That was insane. They denied them any kind of territory whatsoever.
This is why I love Fortnite right there. When you know your players, you can just smell it from a mile away. They're gonna do great things. We saw them way on the southeastern part of the map, the place that we like to call the West, right? They were there, they landed there and took out Fear itself. And in a crazy, crazy turn of events, they slapped the entire lobby all the way through there. Here's the final moments.
You know, I've had the pleasure of commentating a lot of esports in my career, and I always say, watch out for the South Korean players because they're so good. And Sinnoh showing us why here in New York City, the first win. What a game that was. It was a little slow. It was a little slow, I have to say. And then it ramped up like a good book.
That's the best part about getting full game lobbies. This is what we tune in for, right? You get the entire story. You get to paint the entire picture. And just like that, like the fact that we know when he started, he took out Fear itself. Like, we were just talking Fear itself. We know he's a respected, competitive player. He has that land cool, right?
Exactly.
It still wasn't.
Exactly. And this is going to put Sinnoh on everyone's radar as well. But that was a pretty tough end game there. A lot of great players still left in it. It just wasn't enough. When you have that high ground, that's it. And I made the joke, they were playing it like it was a World Cup qualifier. And yeah, I mean, you get that high ground, you deny them any kind of presence to be able to build up to the top. It was very close, that Myth and Cloak could have pushed Sinnoh off. And had they done that, I think we'd be looking at a different winner in game 1. But credit to Sinnoh for keeping his cool, as well as O'King for supporting him in that.
Yeah, Cloaksy might have had the high ground, but if I'm not mistaken, Myth just hit him with a really good shot. Put his back against the wall. He had no help. Sinnoh comes out with that side feed. It was all his and easy range.
Yeah, some good moments in that game for sure, and we thank you all so much for joining us here. That was just game 1 of the Fortnite Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals, our 3rd Pro-Am ever. We've had some great games throughout the day. The Creator Showdown was a blast to watch. Some really, different experiences for a lot of our viewers.
I mean, hey, we watched a $1 million jump. Literally, that was insane.
I know. I realized I made some poor decisions career-wise when I was not in there for the $1 million jump. That was awesome. And then we just saw one of South Korea's best players in Fortnite, Sinnoh, just take game 1 in dominating fashion. And now I have been informed that we do have our winners down on the floor with Pookie for an interview with you. Pookie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am here.
Alright. I'm done with this for now. Maybe I'll get back on it later.